listening to New Kids on the Pod with your hosts, Momba, Tony D, and JYD.
Make it bounce, make it jiggle, what you sitting on? You know that you're gon' break it down to the floor. Break it down, move around, what you sitting on? You know that you're gon' break it down to the floor. Make it bounce, make it jiggle, what you sitting on? That ass make a brother need crash insurance. The booty get any bigger, you gon' need.
Hello, everybody. We'd like to welcome you to
Junkyard, I asked you a question before we started recording.
Yeah, please answer that question.
I want to know.
I am your
Don't
host,
say another goddamn word
Unless it's related.
to the question that
the
I asked
question.
you.
JYD,
Yeah.
and with me is Tony D and Mamba.
Stop dancing around the question.
So what was the question again?
My question was, because we were talking about video games before you started recording, and I was saying how my girlfriend's brother's best friend says that Xbox One is the best system out right now. And you said, I like my Xbox One better than my PS4. And I asked
do.
why. Please explain yourself.
A couple reasons. A, the controller is more comfortable.
It's the
I feel
same.
like it's not the same.
It's a controller.
It's not. They're not the same.
I don't, I
It's
don't think.
more comfortable in
I
my
mean,
hands.
a controller is a controller. I don't think there's more comfortable than the other. Like it's
No, there is. Don't you remember
the
the
NES
Duke
controller?
from original Xbox?
Yeah, I
that
was
thing
fine
was
with that.
awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, that's why it's not. It was better
You
than
know
the
what
PS.
else was great? The PS1 controller. You know what else is great? The PS2 controller.
Yeah.
You know what else is great? The PS3 controller. You know what is awesome right now? The PS4 controller.
Actually, no. The PS4 controller is not as comfortable as the Xbox controller. I
Are
feel
you
like
sitting on it?
the button placement and the size of it is better. Is a better fit.
Your hands are
More
too,
comfortable
Your hands
for
are
my
too
hands.
small.
Yeah.
Another thing I
You
like
probably
about
have awkward hands, and your dexterity is like really off. So that's probably why.
Do you control the joysticks with your whole hand?
Yeah.
Like you can't do it with your thumb. You gotta go.
that's why I have one of those gaming
like,
pads.
Like when you try to move, do you move the controller too like this?
Yeah,
Oh, I know what
I
it
move
is.
my whole body.
Remember the Super Bowl? They had those commercials for the Xbox One controller for the kids with the Downs. That's the controller you have.
Oh, I did see that. That was a good. That was a good. Yeah, though with that little kid that was playing, and he had it was like a touchpad almost.
Yeah, it was a touchpad. That's the controller you're talking about. That's why. That's why you like the controller.
Is that the one you're talking about?
No, it's not what I'm talking about.
That one looks pretty comfortable.
It is comfortable, but no, it's not. the
Like
one
I
I'm
wouldn't
talking
mind using that.
Yeah,
I could
yeah.
just chill and like
You could hit it.
yeah.
about. No, that's
Okay,
not.
I'll let you finish. So you said the controller is better.
Yes.
I don't agree. I don't think I don't remember holding an Xbox One controller, but okay.
I can bring you one. I have one upstairs.
Okay, I'll try it out.
So I also like. I have the older version of the PlayStation 4, the original one, the one that came out like the release version, I guess you would call it.
The fatty.
Before.
The one that's backwards compatible.
Yeah, before it the PS Pro and the
Slim.
Yeah,
the Slim
yeah.
came out, and that one doesn't have 5 gigahertz, where the Xbox One does, which makes a difference in gaming because of the wireless capabilities.
Why would you game on Wi-Fi?
Because I can't run a wire from here to there.
Of course, Xbox gamers would game in Wi-Fi. That's why their fucking connections always suck.
No, you don't even have Xbox. You don't even know.
Yeah, because I know better.
Anyway,
Clearly, I don't want to be playing on a system where everyone's playing on their Wi-Fi. You know,
my Wi-Fi is fantastic.
Actually, I do recall a certain episode we had, and you were got hard.
Nope. I can run a speed test for you right now if you'd like.
Oh, now you want look at this guy. Look at remember last time we ran speed test and he was getting
Yeah.
like shit.
No, you guys are getting shit because you guys are my guest network, and I throttled that shit
we were
hard as
getting
fuck.
shit. But of course, like you were using the Xfinity sponsored app.
No, I'm using
and that one was giving
speed
you
test.
blazing
Oh, the
speed.
Infinity, the
Anyway.
Xfinity Comcast sponsored app.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all good.
Oh wait, shit.
It's
I'm
like it
on
doesn't even connect to anything. Like your phone could have no network signal, and it'll still like give you
Yeah.
like you're getting these many. Like oh wow.
Anyway, also I like the fact that the Xbox has like way more multimedia functions than the PlayStation does.
So you like TV?
Yeah, I love TV
So
Okay.
then why would you get a game system for TV?
because I don't want to have to switch between the two of them. Like I want to have the accessibility all right there. It's less hassle.
So what games do you play on Xbox?
Grand Theft Auto, and then some of the what do you call it? Like Destiny, like the Xbox only games.
I don't. Destiny's not an Xbox only game. You
is
tell
that-
me, friend.
Oh, whatever.
And that therein lies the problem.
What was the other one? No, there's another one. The one with the robots. Fuck's it called?
Fusion Frenzy.
Ooh, I did love Fusion
That was a
Frenzy,
good
but that was only for the Xbox One. They never came out with. Well, they came out with the part 2.
Not for the Xbox One. The
Or the Xbox, I'm sorry, the original Xbox.
Are you talking about Titanfall?
Yeah, Titanfall.
Um,
That one's a Xbox only. So look, this is what I'm getting for everybody who can see online. 132 down, 12 up.
I don't think Titanfall 2 is an Xbox exclusive. I might be wrong.
I think it is.
I don't think they were doing too well on Xbox.
I heard that Xbox is going to start publishing games for other consoles because no one's playing their games. So they figure they might as well.
I doubt that's true.
That's the
They're never going to release Halo.
That's the problem that I have with the Xbox One. That's the biggest problem. There's no great first party titles.
Halo, try their biggest one.
When's the last time anybody's got excited about a Halo
because
game?
the Halo hasn't come out. When was the last time the Halo came
Halo
out?
That's
5,
what he's
like
asking.
a year ago. And do you know people who play it?
No,
Oh, they're okay.
but Tony used to play Halo back in the
Yeah,
day.
I used to.
I used to rock Halo hard.
Everyone used to.
At one point, I was thinking, I was 18 at the time, but I was thinking about getting my Halo 2 emblem tattooed on my arm. I didn't know any better.
Oh my God, what's wrong with you?
Because I wanted to
You
go.
know what? Nobody would have been mad at you.
Yeah, nobody would have been mad. I wanted to go MLG Pro, bro. I
They
wanted
didn't even
to
have
be
that back then.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
MLG,
When you were playing Halo, the
Halo
first
2?
Halo,
Yeah, for Halo 2.
did they?
Yeah.
MLG. Yeah, that's where it all. I don't know if MLG.
Major League Gaming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did it start? That didn't start back then.
Okay.
Dude, MLG Gaming is old.
Anyways, I wanted to be what's his name, T Squared. I wanted to be pro. You ever heard of T Squared?
No, I don't know what Discord is.
They had a MTV True Life episode about him. He was a pro gamer.
I guess it was founded in 2002. When did Halo 2 come out?
2003.
2004.
Okay,
So-
so I was off by a year
So MLG might have even had Halo 1.
No,
might have.
it didn't have Halo 1.
Of course it did.
because
would
Halo
they
1
have?
came
Because
out.
Halo came out. Halo 1 came out in
2001.
2001.
You do know that, like, just because a game came out one year doesn't mean nobody plays it the following year.
Yeah, but they
Like if Halo comes out in 2000,
they didn't even have
and-
network.
and-
they don't
and
even have network capability like on the Xbox till like
You don't-
a year later.
You,
a year
can
after.
still play LAN.
That's what I'm saying. They didn't have like the full LAN capability till like a year later.
Yeah, but you can still play that in tournaments
Yeah, but if
'Cause-
they
'cause
can't,
all-
if it's not
'cause all those tournaments
working, how do you play it?
because all those tournaments are local.
Right. That's what I'm saying. They didn't have the capability to LAN.
Are
like
you
the
sure?
LAN party.
Do you know that for sure?
Yeah, I'm almost positive because I bought the Xbox on release and it didn't work.
Well, you
What
bought
do
it
you
from
didn't work?
release.
Oh, here we go. Let's see. Xbox. Because there was an update. They had to release an update for it after the
Yeah.
fact.
Okay. So.
That's what I'm saying. So when Halo came out with the release, it was a release title.
Okay, I'm not saying they played it like the day they released it in tournaments.
No.
I'm saying eventually they did.
It had to get popular.
MLG.
Let's see. Hold on.
Had
If
Halo.
I will look up MLG Halo.
You know what, Junkyard? I
Anyway,
don't care.
yeah, we're like straight off the fucking topic here.
What I'm saying is that Xbox does not have any worthwhile first party titles.
But all the same, fucking pretty much all the decent PS4 titles are on Xbox.
No, what?
Yeah, for the most part, except for the most part.
Can you play Spider-Man on Xbox?
Well, no, but
You can
they,
play
they,
fuck-
they played,
you can-
no, you played the old Spider-Man. That new one they made PS4 only.
So
Okay.
if you want to play old games, you can play.
yeah,
Yeah.
you want to play fucking Lego Marvel's The Avengers? I guess you could play a Spider-Man. A Lego form.
No, the last Spider-Man that came out was
Do you
was on
have
Xbox.
God of War on? Do you have any of the Uncharted games?
I think Uncharted is on there. Isn't it?
It's all PS4,
You sure?
bro.
I think Uncharted. I know that other one you said isn't on there. What do you call it?
Spider-Man, God of War.
No, God of War. Red Dead Redemption. That's on there. That's a big one.
That's on multi-platform.
Exactly.
So basically, if you might as well just get a PS4 then.
I have a PS4. I have both, but
What
I
I'm
prefer
saying
my
is it's
Xbox. The only
better.
reason it's not better. The only reason I play my PS4 really is because all my friends have fucking PS4s because you guys are all sheep. So
We're all
I had
sheep.
I had to like adjust to you guys to cater to you guys so I could play like FIFA
Because you're a sheep.
because you guys are fucking sheep. I'm just
You didn't have to get a PS4.
you're right. I didn't, but I don't like playing with myself.
Okay, because you're a sheep.
No, you guys are sheep. You guys
don't
are
play FIFA.
You guys are Sony sheep.
I don't play FIFA.
You guys are like you guys are the gaming version of Apple.
That's not
of
true.
Apple sheep.
Before I had a PS4, the last system I had was Xbox 360. I didn't have a PS3. Because Xbox 360 had great first party titles.
I had a PS3, but I bought it used off of one of my friends. I remember he sold it to me like cheap as fuck because he needed money. And then like he ended up wanting to buy it back.
Yeah.
And he offered me more than what he like.
Oh man.
So I sold it back. So it was like maybe $20 more. It wasn't like I'm not getting rich off the guy. And then I sold it. So I actually made money off of that transaction.
Oh, nice.
And then I ended up buying it back from him later anyway.
for
the
less
original
or
price.
for the original price?
So the first Halo game they had was on MLG was Halo CE.
Combat Evolved. That's the first one.
Was that the first one?
Yeah.
I thought it was.
Yeah, it's
I thought it was just
Combat.
Halo.
Yeah,
Was the
It
Combat
is,
Evolved.
but
Was it
I
Combat
guess
Evolved?
that's the
That's the full
No.
the full name of
The
it.
full title.
Combat Evolved.
I don't think it was.
Yes, it was.
Let's find. Anyway, back to what I was saying.
Yeah.
So
Look
okay,
up
the
Halo
controller.
Combat Evolved.
I'm looking at it right now. Hold on. The what do you call it? The controller on the older version, 5 gigahertz. The capabilities of multimedia. What else do I like better?
Well, you don't really like playing games then.
Why? I do like playing games. I play a lot less now, but I played tons of games. I used to play tons of games.
You don't like playing good games.
Right there. First release. Halo Combat Evolved.
Where do you see that? Can't follow where you're at.
Where it says first release on the right. Yep. Combat Evolved.
The point is,
Oh yeah, I guess it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
the Xbox
All right.
isn't.
I was wrong.
Of course you were.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Why wouldn't you be
The
wrong?
point is, the Xbox is an inferior system.
listen, I prefer the Xbox more. I'm not going to say it's the better system, but
Yeah,
I
because
prefer
you're-
it better. Hold on.
Obviously, because you're an edgelord.
I'm not talking. Second of all,
Play that sound, because that was the word of the day, wasn't it?
that was like
the-
last week's word of the day. Second of all,
We should have like a sound effect whenever you said something edgelord related. There's like swords being crossed, like
Yeah.
shing shing.
That's a good idea. That's a great idea, Mambo.
what was the hell the thing I was saying? See, that made me lose my train
All
of
right,
thought.
it's your
which was fucking
preferred
original.
system.
It's a preferred system. I do enjoy playing with like PlayStation because, like I said, I play FIFA. I'm gonna play Dead or Dead or
You're
Alive.
saying it's your preferred system because no one else has it and no one else likes it, so you want to be different.
No, it's not.
Nobody
It always
cares.
has been.
So-
I've had a
So
PlayStation.
you feel
not
like
PlayStation.
you feel like a better person.
I've had-
because you like something that nobody else.
I've
really
had an
cares about.
Xbox since the very first Xbox. I've had every version of Xbox. Well, not every version, but like every release, I would say,
Yeah.
of Xbox since first Xbox. This is my first PlayStation I ever owned. Was the PS4. Did I have a PS3? No, I think it was a
No, you
PS4.
didn't have PS3.
Yeah, it's my first PlayStation, and I'm not impressed.
So are you getting Dead or Alive for the Xbox?
No, I'm getting it for the PlayStation. I play with your punk ass. It's the only reason I got it for the PlayStation.
So how does it feel?
So the thing is,
How does it feel? How does it feel that you're buying a game for a system you don't really like?
I didn't say I don't like.
Just for me to give you the business.
It's so I can fuck you up.
Oh, you could. Wasn't Dead or Alive originally a Xbox
yeah.
exclusive?
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
No, it's not.
they want to make money,
Yeah,
obviously.
they're trying to make money.
It was only an Xbox exclusive for that one system, though. Before that, it was Xbox didn't exist.
It
when
was
first came
actually
out.
originally for it was
The
a
Dreamcast.
It was actually a Dreamcast exclusive. Then after that, it was released on PS2.
Yeah.
Then when Xbox was released, Xbox bought the rights to it. So Dead or Alive 2,
No, it wasn't two.
Dead or Alive
wasn't it?
2, and Dead or Alive 2 Ultimate,
And the
then-
beach volleyball.
3 and beach volleyball were all just on the Xbox. And then Team Ninja's like, you know what? We need to make some money.
yeah.
And who
We can't limit
and,
ourselves.
and there's no bigger market than edgelords.
Yeah.
Anyway, but the PlayStation right now has, well, I don't know. I think the Xbox caught up, but when they first came out, they had better hardware. But and then Xbox Live, I feel like Xbox Live is better than PlayStation Network.
It is.
It's like
I'll give them
that's-
that hands down it is. Ever since the original.
Yeah, Xbox Live. It's more advanced. Like
Well, they had a better.
doesn't
they
have-
had a better interface.
not just the interface, like everything, like
But even
communication.
I think a lot of things. Like one thing I will credit Xbox is like a lot of things were like
I don't have to worry about getting hacked on Xbox Live. Like I do on
I don't
I don't think you
PlayStation.
have to worry about it. With,
I got hacked on fucking PlayStation. The very first day I signed up for PlayStation Network, the next day my fucking
is
account
this
was already hacked.
before or after they had that data breach?
After.
Oh.
because I remember there were two hacks. There was a hack and then there was another one like right after.
Well, my account got.
But did you get your free game though?
No. No, and then I had to call fucking PlayStation. And that's the other thing I fucking hate about PlayStation. So Microsoft, because I've called Microsoft before, they're open like 24/7.
Yeah, their supports. Yeah.
Their support's open 24/7. Fucking PlayStation's got like some weird ass Pacific time zone. They're only open like Monday through Friday, like here in Central Time, like between like some crazy ass hours of like 9 p.m. and like fucking noon or some bullshit like that.
They're busy.
Dude, yeah, and then you have to wait for hours. Fucking Microsoft, you get on with some Indian dude in like no time. At least he could solve your fucking problem.
Okay, that's
No,
racist.
one thing I will credit like Microsoft and Xbox. Like they were a lot of things were I don't want to say ahead of their time, but they were pretty groundbreaking. I remember when Xbox Live was first released, it was just
good.
like, and I remember I think one of the first games I played was like I think it was Halo 2. Yeah, because when I bought Halo 2, that's when I bought my Xbox Live like
Subscription.
because before I don't think I wanted to play.
I think I bought my Xbox Live subscription before that, but I didn't think I really played anything till like
it was Halo 2
after that.
or you know what? It might have been Dead or Alive that I bought the.
You might have.
I forgot which one came out, but it was around the same whichever game came out first. That's when I bought my online subscription. And man, I'm telling you, like it was like Halo 2 online was like something else. Like the amount of like features they put in there. Like I think to this day I can't think of a game that like would have so much stuff. Like you remember you used to like you can create your own you can record your own like your own matches.
Yeah.
And you could zoom in and out and you could do
Yeah.
different angles.
That was cool.
Like you can do and you could upload
And that was way
them.
before like you're able to like post
Exactly.
it on before social
I mean,
media.
A lot of games have those features now, but even then they're not as like robust.
Right.
Like it like
And
it was-
you know, even though it's something a little stupid, maybe, but the avatars, man, like even
Yeah.
be able to create your own avatar,
Exactly.
That shit was amazing. That they did that before like the Wii did, when the
Yeah.
Wii came out and they had the little avatars.
Yeah, and then and their matchmaking was like really good.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
there was
that's true.
and they had all those modes and there was always someone on like no matter
Right.
what mode you wanted to play.
Yeah, Xbox Live is like I've never really had a problem with it.
And then when you bought the Xbox Live subscription, it came with a mic. You would get a microphone.
Oh, that's
yeah,
right.
yeah,
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
everyone like
Was able to talk to each
everyone was
other.
talking. Everyone had microphones. The lobbies were always popping. On fucking PlayStation, first of all, it was full of fucking hackers, people that fucking hacked their games and mods and all that
Yeah.
bullshit, because there was like no security.
Well, there's no security because it was free. You
'Cause it
didn't
was
have
free.
to pay for it, and
Yeah,
they
it
couldn't
was
afford
slow, it
fucking
was- yeah,
security.
you get what you pay for.
And like I said, even
Until
now they have
until
problems
they
with
got
shit, man.
hacked.
Even now they have problems. Like there's more there've been more outages. I mean, not as many recently, but like in the last few years, there've been more outages for PlayStation than there has
I
been
never
for
had a pro-
Microsoft.
I never had a problem.
No, there's been like major outages. You just got a PlayStation like last year.
No, I had it for like
Yeah, you-
over 2 years.
Why? What the fuck do you play? Minecraft?
Look, I play Overwatch, Fortnite. What? Bloodborne. You guys ever played Bloodborne?
I have that game. I think it was free on the PS Plus. And I just never played it yet.
Yeah,
But
you're
I have
missing
it.
out.
Look, and then,
it's
and then here's another thing. Is I mean, it's good for us, but for PlayStation, like you can like get free fucking games like by doing some bullshit ass like download shit. Remember you sent us that link?
Oh,
How to
that
get
was
the
fake.
freaking-
Yeah, that didn't work.
It did. I got games.
Did you?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I forgot you sent that.
Fuck. It didn't work for me.
it worked for me. Not for every game, but
They-
for a few. I got a few games for
Did
free.
you get? You
Nice.
could. I mean, none of the games are like really great.
Well, no, they were, but that's not the point. The point is like if their system is that janky,
That's true.
then
It was
you
pretty
can
janky.
download
That's true.
download like free games by just like
Oh, okay.
stopping a download and like doing some other bullshit.
Yeah, because
Like,
I guess
come on, man.
somebody figured out that when you download when certain games, when you download like a free demo,
It'll download the whole game.
it actually downloads the entire game, and it has like some kind of trigger when you buy it that basically gives you the full license to it and unlocks everything. Well, apparently someone figured out a way that you can like download a demo, but you stop it, and then it tricks it into thinking you purchased it because even though you download whatever you download, whether it's free or you paid for, it goes into your purchase
Yeah.
list.
Right, then
So
you
s-
re-download it,
so
and it'll give you the full
if you-
version.
like if you buy a game and you get a new PlayStation and you sign in, you can re-download your past purchases. So somehow it tricks that system into thinking you bought it before when you never did. And
Right, like
certain
that's
ga-
come on. Like I said, for us it's great. Like I'm not complaining about it, but come on, I like have some more fucking security.
And you know how I remember this came about because do you remember that game? There's a little known game called Crash Bandicoot Racers.
Yeah.
The little go-kart, whatever. And someone figured out that if you had the demo was actually the full game. It just had some kind of
Thing that would stop you?
Some kind of lock that would only like let you access certain parts of the disc. But if you could if you do something weird to it, you can just unlock the whole game.
No.
And the reason they did that is because it's easier to just publish the whole game and just block off certain parts of it.
And make a separate demo.
Than to just make a separate demo.
Yeah.
As far as somehow with the program or anything, it's easier to just
Lock it down.
Gotcha.
yeah. So
Okay, so I get what you're saying. Hardware maybe a little bit better, but if you're talking about like library, I'm gonna go PS4 all day.
See, but that really depends on your preference, though. That's based on personal preference. Because if I don't like, Uncharted, who the fuck cares? You know what I'm saying?
Well, if you like video games, why wouldn't you like Uncharted?
I'm using that as an example. I don't know.
Well, I'm just.
If you don't like fighting games, who gives a fuck about God of War?
Well, that's not a fighting
God
game.
of War's not a fighting game.
Which is the one that will fight one of the fighting games with the dude with the thing on his face?
That's not a fighting game.
Are you talking about War Gods? The 1996
No, not that one.
Nintendo?
It is good. You are thinking of God of War, but God of War is not a fighting game.
Which is the one that was there was a fighting game that was similar to or maybe similar to God of War.
It's an adventure game.
Not that one. There's another one. I don't know. I look it up. I don't know. Like I said, this is my first time with PS4, but there was a PS4 exclusive that was a fighting game that was with. I swear to God, it was the same character from God of War, that main guy that they have on the fucking cover.
Was
the
he
dude with the
al-
bald dude
wa-
with that shit on his
wasn't
face?
He also wasn't he a guest character in Mortal Kombat or something?
No.
Or what's another fighting game? Injustice.
No, he wasn't a guest. Are you talking about PlayStation All Stars?
No, what the fuck? is
PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale.
Yeah.
That hot piece of garbage.
I never played it. Sony tried.
I you know what? I actually got excited for it because it seemed kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then I played. I forgot. I think it was Best Buy had it on display. I was like, this is fucking trash.
That bad?
It was fucking horrible.
Didn't they just take the formula of Smash Brothers and try to do their own thing?
They took the formula of Smash Brothers, but it was fucking trash, dude.
Well, enough video game talk.
So anyway, I prefer the Xbox, but I'm not going to say it's the better system, but I don't think it's the lesser system. I think they're different, and they're both equally as good. That's what I say.
All right. Well, this is not a video game podcast.
But you should get yourself a Switch.
That you definitely
See,
should.
I don't want to switch because there's only one game I'd want to play, and that's Smash Brothers. I'm not going to buy one whole system for just one game.
There's plenty of other games on there.
Like what?
Super Mario Odyssey.
I don't care about Mario. Any Mario game.
Why not?
Just never been a fan.
Even as a kid?
Yeah. I was more of a Sonic the Hedgehog guy. I had a Sega Genesis.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Where's Sonic at now?
He's around doing some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, in Super Smash Brothers. Hanging on by a life thread.
Like I said, I like Smash Brothers, but I'm not going to buy a whole system just for one game. I can go to Tony's house and play it. Or go to,
Zelda Breath of the Wild?
I was never a Zelda fan either.
Oh, my God. So you don't even like video games then?
I do. I just don't like. I had a Sega. I didn't have a Nintendo.
You like-
So I didn't like.
So you like
When I was growing up, I didn't really like. I didn't play I played Sonic. I played Streets of Rage. I played Altered Beast.
Okay, I played those too.
I
What
played.
do you play currently? Currently, you play.
Right now, all I'm playing is
You play
FIFA.
you play the mainstream titles. Actually, I don't even want to say mainstream because Mario's pretty mainstream. But you play
Right now, the only game I play is FIFA.
basically you're
strictly.
you're like EA's #1 target demographic. Someone
just
that
buy
doesn't
the-
know.
No, I haven't-
Someone that doesn't
Buy
know
the
good
same
game.
game every
I haven't
Yeah.
because I haven't played any besides FIFA. I haven't played any EA games. I haven't played Madden in 4 years.
I'm saying
I never liked any of the EA
but I'm
basketball
saying,
game. I like 2K.
because EA targets gamers that don't really know much about games,
They'll just
so
get...
they don't know they're playing trash.
Yeah.
And
No,
that's
I know
you.
I'm playing trash when I see it. There was what was that game that was super trash? That Obi-Wan game I bought not a few years ago. It was for Xbox, for the first Xbox. That shit was hot garbage.
Anyways, this is not a video game podcast.
It's not a video game podcast. So let's move on.
Did you guys watch the Oscars?
I did watch the Oscars.
I did not.
Why didn't you not watch the Oscars?
I wasn't really excited about anything.
Uh,
I watch it just because I like it. Why are you texting so much over there, friend?
So, fine. Let's switch topics
it's
real
just
quick.
distracting.
So one of our listeners / a friend of mine that actually listens to this podcast was texting me about officiating his wedding.
They want you to officiate their wedding?
Okay.
Yes. So I was just responding.
The
Would you
most
respond?
I said if he wants me to, yeah, for sure, I'll do it. I mean, it's great. But
Is it
I
like?
told him I know somebody that like did it before.
Is it
He's
like?
a seasoned vet, and I can ask him.
I also know that person as well,
and I can ask him if he wants to do it.
but he wants you to do it.
Well, I think he just wants somebody to do it. I don't think he picked me in general.
he just needs a body. He needs someone to
Somebody
do it.
that's willing to actually take the class and like get
So
certified.
he's
or
not
whatever.
asking you because like you're like BFFs. This is just like, look, man, I just need someone to do it.
Yeah, basically. I mean, I'm okay with admitting that.
What does that entail? Officiate their wedding? I don't know. I've never gotten married.
But you've been to weddings before, right?
Yeah,
So have you know, like,
Don't you remember Bernard's wedding?
yeah,
That's what.
I was drunk.
you were not drunk.
Oh, you're talking about? Okay, yeah. What Turok did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
What did you
okay,
think, What
okay.
did you think he meant by officiate a wedding?
I don't know.
Like in your mind, well,
like be the master of ceremonies,
I'd be a great master of
like be
ceremonies.
the host,
that would be a good
Like
one.
Kevin Hart at the Oscars.
like Kevin Hart wasn't. I was like, wow, he really doesn't want an exciting wedding.
What are you talking about? I'd be a great master of ceremony. I'd be the greatest hype man for that wedding ever.
The only reason why I'll agree with you because I've been to your wedding, and you were pretty great.
I'll even do my.
Probably the best I've ever seen you.
I'll even do my air horn for him.
I just remember at your wedding, you were like, "What do you want? You want beer? You want bitches? I'll get you."
That's
I'll
right.
get you, bitch.
And I came through, didn't I?
I mean, you showed up with like girls, and I didn't know what to do because I was nervous.
Yeah, I didn't think you'd deliver.
Yeah, I didn't think you'd deliver. I thought I sent you on a wild goose chase.
Nope, sure didn't. But anyway, so yeah, I was trying to respond. This, if you want me to do it, like I mean, like I said, I'd be more than happy to do it. I just have to obviously prepare and I got to get that license or whatever.
Get
So I
you
can-
certified.
yeah,
Ooh, that means you could start your own religion?
Yeah.
that'd be a great idea. So I can make
they
some
give
money.
I think they give you like a package. How to start your own religion?
Yeah. How to start your own ministry.
What should I call my religion? I will be I will be the real edgelord.
Yeah,
And you will preside over the edgelordians,
uh-huh.
And that's what the religion's gonna be called.
the edgelords.
Sounds like a gang,
You should be
like the vice lords.
you should be a Pastafarian,
Oh, that's a good one.
and then like you could just be like Lord of the Carbs.
Oh, he says if I do it, he'll pay for the fees.
Oh, come up, plus a little extra, right?
No,
Come on, man.
You can take
Come on, man. You gotta make at least a dub off that or something.
You're gonna take time out of your day to do it.
to do what?
So you go through the classes and everything.
I don't even think it's a class. I think you just have to like fill out a form or something.
Yeah, actually, you might be right. I think you just.
But I mean, I think you should like read some shit because I'm not gonna know what to say. All I know is like I now pronounce you
I'm sure you could.
husband and wife.
I'm sure you could Google it.
You may kiss the bride.
No, I now pronounce you Z
And Z
and Z.
No, Z and Zer.
Z and Zer. Whoever may kiss whoever. Because you don't want to assume.
Right?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't assume their genders. But what if they tell me their gender, their preferred pronouns
Oh,
beforehand?
then it's good.
Yeah, then it's okay.
I think that's proper to ask for any wedding, right? Just be like, what's your preferred pronoun?
And then you don't say you may now kiss the bride. You like, does Z have permission?
Oh, that's right. You got to ask for consent.
You gotta ask for consent.
Does Z have permission to kiss Zer?
Yeah, and then Zero will be like, Z may proceed.
But we got to get it in writing before.
Yeah. you
Like
have
he
to.
actually kisses her, or him or Zer,
Mm-hmm.
because then, like, she may reject consent after the fact, or Z may reject consent after the fact, may revoke it, and then
And-
they could be a lawsuit,
and Z will respect that decision.
right? So that's why you got to get written consent, not just
There you
verbal
go.
consent.
There you go.
So it can't be
You're
brought
gonna
up in court.
You're gonna be a great apostle.
Anyway,
What did you think about the Oscars, Junker?
so I actually really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
I will say that over the whole fiasco with Kevin Hart, I kind of like the Oscars host list.
So did I.
I heard some people complain about it, but I thought it went pretty smoothly. Like, you get to see all the awards. Some of them you don't really care about. Like, I don't care about Sound editing.
I care about it because like I said, I fill out the ballot every year.
Uh-huh.
I fill out the ballot, and
Yeah,
then
I know. I said I don't know.
I got 18 right.
where you got it from. You sent me a picture of it.
You download it on the Oscars website.
Oh, okay. Anyways,
I do it with my wife and or girlfriend, whoever my significant other is. I usually
at the
like,
time.
Yeah.
Well, you're kind of married, so.
Well, now it's my wife, but like before, it would be like my significant other.
But I think they took out the times that they would allow allot for a host, and they just showed more of the different awards.
Yeah.
And they didn't, like with the lesser awards or the less exciting, like I said, like sound mixing, they didn't go to commercial. They're just like, oh, here you go.
Right.
I thought it was pretty good.
I enjoyed it
There
thoroughly.
was no forced there was no forced jokes from a host. Like I don't
Right.
even think Kevin Hart is that funny.
I don't think he's that funny.
Do I want to see him?
I like Seth MacFarlane. he was like
sells
one of my
out
favorite
stadiums.
hosts. Yeah, it's for a bunch of stupid people, mouth breathing troglodytes.
Yeah. I went to the Bulls game yesterday. There were a lot of people there.
Doesn't mean they're good.
Yeah. I think they said there was 20,000 people there. I was like, oh, everybody's dumb.
Including yourself because
Yeah,
you were there.
including myself. So yeah, I thought it went well. I didn't see all the movies that were nominated, so I don't think I could give like my opinion.
I saw all the movies. I mean, like, all the Best Picture. I didn't see every movie nominated, obviously, because
Which one best?
I saw Roma. That should have won.
it should have not won. But okay,
I also saw Black Panther. That should have won.
you know you can only have one winner, right?
I saw
They're all winners in my book.
what's the other movie?
I don't know. You tell me.
What else was nominated for Best Picture?
The Best Picture nominees: Black
Didn't
Klansman,
see it.
Black Panther,
Green
Didn't
Book.
see that.
Green Book.
Didn't see that.
Roma,
Did-
Stars Born, and Vice.
Roma should have won. Wait, I
No.
thought Bohemian Rhapsody was nominated.
Oh yeah, and Bohemian Rhapsody. I'm sorry.
Okay, that one should have won.
You can't have all winners.
Okay, Bohemian Rhapsody should have won
This
first,
isn't like sixth grade. You don't get a participation trophy.
Bohemian
for, like,
Rhapsody did win a bunch of awards, though.
but it didn't
It
win
did.
Best Picture. It should have won Best Picture.
Rami Malek won
I did see that.
Best Actor.
I like that guy.
He's cool. Mr. Robot.
Ever since Mr. Robot. Actually, before that, he was in other things before that. But
The first thing I saw him was in Mr.
he had
Robot.
small roles, like Night at the Museum.
He was in that.
I think he was King Tut.
Oh, interesting.
Because he's Egyptian.
He's Egyptian. He fits the
so,
bill.
so,
Yeah.
so it's not
Fits
so,
the
So
bill.
it's not so if he plays some stereotypical Egyptian, like no one can be mad.
Yeah,
because
nobody
that's really who he is.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, he's an Oscar-nominated Oscar winner.
That's true.
So he's gonna be making bank. You know that like actors who are winners of
Academy Awards.
Academy Awards, like
Their stock just jumped.
yeah, like they make like millions of dollars more than they would have if they
What
wouldn't
if
have
they
won.
suck?
It doesn't matter. They've won an Academy
So
Award.
is he gonna have to screen phone calls now?
Probably.
They're like, "Hey, we're trying to make a Night at the Museum 3. You down?"
No, bro.
Oh man,
He's
I'm
like,
good.
I'm good.
I'm not hurting anymore for check.
we need you to reprise your role of King Tut. He's like, nah, I'm good.
Mahershala Ali. Is that how you say his name?
Mahershala.
Mahershala Ali won Best
Supporting
actor. He's fantastic. Though I'm telling you, so
Did Viggo Mortensen win?
No, I didn't.
no, he didn't win because Rami beat him. There was Best
Was he
Actor.
nominated?
Yeah, he was. He was nominated for Best Actor.
Vigo's looking old.
He is looking old.
Aragon is. He looks just exactly like he did at the end of The Lord of the Rings. Just gray. That's all. Him.
Oh, he looks like he looked at the end of the movie when it was supposed to be 100 years in the future or something,
Yeah.
or 50 years.
What else? Oh, what's her face? One for The Favorite. I forgot her name.
I don't know her
Olivia
name.
something.
But that was.
Oh, The Favorite was also nominated for Best Picture. I forgot about that one.
Oh yeah. I don't know what her name is,
Olivia.
but she gave. I'm glad she won because her speech was hilarious.
Her speech was hilarious. I did like her speech, but I don't know if I would have picked her for Best Actress. To be honest, I think Yalitza from Roma did a better job.
Really?
Personally, yeah.
You saw all the movies.
I saw all the Best Pictures. Yeah.
Did you like The Favorite?
I'll give you my favorites in order. My number one favorite was Green Book. Second favorite was Black Klansman. Third favorite was Black Panther.
Oh, I just guessed that.
Fourth favorite was Bohemian Rhapsody. Fifth favorite was A Star Is Born. Actually, those two you can either go either way. It's kind of like you can.
All right, my
put 'em
first
in.
favorite-
Hold on, wait, I'm not done. Then
My first favorite was
then
Black
my
Panther.
next favorite was Roma. then my next favorite after that was the favorite. Then my least favorite was Vice.
My favorite one was.
Oh, Vice was nominated too. Did I say Vice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
My favorite one was Black Panther. Second favorite was Bohemian Rhapsody. Third favorite was Roma. And I don't care because I didn't see any of the others. I think I was kind of hoping Roma would win. Only because that'd be kind of cool to see a Netflix movie win. Like Best Picture.
They won.
If Bright didn't win, then
but that's
no
not
Netflix.
that
movie
wasn't their
win.
first nomination for Best Picture, right? Didn't they get nominated for The Beasts?
Beast with No Nation.
Yeah,
I don't know if they got maybe
they got nominated for something. Maybe might have not been Best
No,
Picture,
it
but it was
Best
like
Picture.
I think
it was like
I thought-
Best Original Screenplay or something
I
like
thought
that.
Roma was the first one that was actually nominated for Best Picture.
Maybe for Best Picture, but they've been nominated for an Academy Award before.
But that'd be kind of cool, like to see the Netflix movie win like Best Picture.
Same thing with the Amazon movies.
Yeah.
With Manchester by the Sea, they got nominated for Best Picture,
that's Amazon.
and that was an Amazon movie. Yeah,
So
They got nominated before
Why
Netflix
did I
did.
go to the fucking theater to watch that shit?
well, because it was only released in theaters, then it was released on Amazon. It wasn't like Netflix where they had a small release in theaters and released it on Netflix at the same time.
That's some bullshit.
Anyway, Roma was okay. I didn't think it was that great of a movie. It was really well done, but I just didn't think it was that entertaining.
I
to
think
be quite honest.
it's an interesting style. Like the way the movie, it's not really like it's not your typical movie.
Right, and that's how The Favorite was. The Favorite was odd and it was a little interesting, but like it wasn't super entertaining. But The Favorite, I feel like, was a typical Oscar like nominee.
It was Oscar bait.
It's like Shakespeare in Love or like any type, any
No.
old like
Green Book was Oscar bait. You got
The White Savior.
White Savior with a checkered past, and then a.
Did you watch it yet?
No, I could tell you what happens.
What happens?
So Viggo Mortensen
Yeah.
he's an Italian guy, right?
Right.
And he's like a Goomba. He's like a tough guy,
Yeah.
wise guy.
Checkered past.
Checkered past. And then you get Mahershala Ali, who's a very stout, smart, well-spoken minority.
Okay.
And he teaches Viggo Mortensen the ways of seeing past their color and accepting each other as friends.
Yes and no.
So you're right, basically.
Not really. So this is the way. So this is actually part of my gripe because I've been reading a lot of articles about. A lot of articles been coming up because of Green Book and it winning. Hold on.
You want to hear? So I didn't read it, but sometimes I want to unfollow Vice because almost every Oscar-nominated movie, they were like, "Oh, this movie's bad," and one of the name of their articles, of the title of their article is, "Oh, Green Book is bad." Actually, that's it. This is
And that's
the
what
headline.
I sent you the one about The Star Is Born,
Yeah, but I chose not to read it.
and I think they said the same thing about Black Klansman.
About it? No, they wouldn't say that about a
No.
Spike Lee joint.
They did actually. The guy that was talking shit about Green Book was talking shit about Black Klansman in the same article.
I want to know, what movie do you like, bro?
So hold on. So this is my gripe, since we're talking about it already.
Hell no, motherfuckers! Wake the fuck up.
So I'm gonna give everybody for those of you who have not watched Green Book, I'll give you a quick synopsis without giving away any spoilers.
Mamba just gave him the synopsis.
Not really. So it is about this guy, A.K. Lip. What the fuck is his last name? Valalongo.
Doesn't matter.
He is a bouncer at a club, and he's a hard-nosed Italian guy who is semi-racist. This is based on a true story.
He can't be too racist because he's not lovable. You
Well,
gotta be
he was pretty-
racist enough where
No.
he could change.
He was pretty racist, actually. I don't know. It's some shit that I've
He
never
wasn't
seen.
racist beyond redemption.
Kinda like a-
Otherwise, there'd be no movie.
Kind of like a George W. Bush, where 2005, George Bush didn't care about black people.
That's true, he didn't.
But now he's at Aretha Franklin's funeral sharing candy with Michelle Obama. Very lovable. He redeemed himself.
Well, yeah, but when you have Trump as president, it's easy to be redeemed.
Yeah, I guess so.
Anyway, so Mahershala Ali's character, Dr. Shirley, is black. He's a black musician, a black pianist, and he wanted to go to the South and do a tour at like these fine places. But obviously, at that time, this was based in like the 1960s. the South was very segregated. There were still black hotels, black only hotels, black only places that only black people could go to. So it was very racist still at the time. And he wanted to hire someone, a driver, to help to drive him down there, and also kind of be his like bodyguard type sort, just in case shit went down, you know. So he hired this guy Lip to drive him through the South, and
hilarity ensued.
no, there wasn't a whole lot of funniness.
That's the end of the movie.
Sounds like an Adam Sandler movie.
It's not. Anyway, so he does drive him down there, and it does. They do like, I don't know, like, without giving any spoilers. They get through some. They go through some shit
Yeah,
together.
no spoilers. I'm still gonna watch it.
They go through some shit, and
Yeah, I gotta log into your Plex server.
yeah, I know. I already took you off. You can't.
Oh no!
Damn,
There's-
bro.
there's an expiration date.
You had your chance. You had your chance.
Why you gotta be so greedy?
How long ago did I send him that? I sent the same day as you did. I sent it to you.
I logged in like right then and there.
Right.
I do things in my own time, bruh.
I actually sent it to you before that because I sent to you when I
Even-
told you to watch Cobra Kai.
Even though I was at work, I was like, oh, let me log into this.
How long
movie.
ago did I tell him to watch Cobra? Did we tell him to watch Cobra
Like
Kai?
as soon as Cobra Kai came out.
And when was that?
Actually, not even like I remember when it was first announced. We're
Right.
like, oh, this is gonna be good.
I'm
No,
waiting.
but when did I tell him to
I'm
watch
waiting for the series finale so I could binge watch it.
it? The series finale.
Yeah.
What if there's like 10 seasons?
It's not. It's okay. It's a YouTube Red show. It's not gonna let.
Dude, it's the best show.
It was a really good show.
I'll wait.
Anyway, I told you to log in when it came out because I gave you, and then you never logged in,
Get
so I
back
took
to
you
Green
off.
Book.
But anyway, keep making me upset. So back to the thing. So yeah, so
They go through some shit.
they go through some shit. No, there's no hilarity.
They get into all these hijinks.
There's some. I've
There's
seen
no-
the scenes where Lip is throwing chicken bones out his window, and at first, Mahershala, whatever his name
Yeah,
is,
that was in the trailer.
he was like, "Oh, don't do that. You're a pig." And then Mahershala, while hanging with Lip for so long, he learns to loosen up, and then he starts throwing chicken bones. That's a hilarity.
That actually was all in the same scene. It wasn't because like
But he
took
learned to loosen up,
a little bit, but
and
not really.
Lip learned to not be such a bigot. Through the power.
That is total Oscar
But
bait.
that's hold
like
on.
I believe that movie was only created
But
just so it could
that-
like
that- but that's
That
actually
movie
not.
the movie was created in a lab
And that,
for the Oscar.
for the Oscar.
but the thing is, it's based on a true story. So, but anyway, hold on. That's besides the point. How is that a white savior if it's technically the white person would be saving the black person, not the other way around?
He saved them from other racists.
That doesn't count as a white savior movie.
I have to watch it, and I'll give you my full review.
So my gripe is all these articles hating on the movie, and I'll tell you, it wasn't the greatest representation. So everything I read was, oh, this movie doesn't like point out the racist, or doesn't bring out the racist enough. Like it doesn't address the racism enough. Like in real life, like it's too soft on racism. Like they basically wanted a harder movie to address the racism. That's what every article I read talked about that. And
They
the thing
should have
is,
had Mel Gibson play Lip.
yeah, right. and my gripe is like, dude, first of all, it's a movie. It's not supposed to turn off the like. It's not. It can't be too preachy. Nobody's gonna want to watch a fucking preachy movie. I know I don't. And that's what one of the Vice articles I read. The same guy was talking about Black Klansman being the exact same way. Said it did not address the racism enough, and that was made by a black guy, Spike Lee.
They said that a movie directed by Spike Lee,
Was did
about a
not
black man
was too soft.
infiltrating the KKK
Yep.
was not hard enough.
Nope.
Not hard enough. Not enough
Nope.
racism. Like, how much more racist can you get?
Yeah.
But it was that those movies were too soft that they didn't address like the movie. And then one of the other complaints was so the movie's called Green Book. It's basically about the Green Book that had a list of like places that only black people could visit. That's why it's called Green Book. And at the beginning of the movie, the record company that set up the whole tour gave Lip the Green Book, since obviously he's the fucking driver and he needs to know where to go of places where they could stay, and they had to like mapped out where he was going to go. So one of the complaints was the black guy never touches the Green Book. Like it was a black guidebook. But that's the whole fucking point of the movie. It's like he hired a driver to drive him and take him to these places. Why the fuck does he need to touch the green book? Like, why does he have to hold it in his hand and say, "Oh, this is," like, that wasn't his job. Like, he just wanted to sit in the fucking back seat, and enjoy his ride. That was literally like what the whole point of the movie was. Like, while touring through the South. So I don't know. I feel like a lot of the complaints that came out of the Green Book were unfounded. And like I said, it's a movie. It's got to have entertainment value. It's not just this. Movies are made for a few reasons, to entertain and to make fucking money. They're made to make money.
It's a
right?
business.
It's a business.
Not charity.
Right.
know.
So you want a fucking black exploitation film? Come on, man. It's not. It's just not that. It's not.
Yep.
You're not gonna get that.
That's exactly. I want Mahershala Ali
Exploited.
to go to the wrong bar and then just start knocking skulls. It's like, you crack ass crackers, and start doing kung fu.
But anyway, I feel like, maybe it was a little soft as far as that. But like I said, I feel like people get wrapped up too much in like what movies aren't and what they want them to be. Why can't you just enjoy it for the film, for what it is, for the film it is? Like, there's a lot of other things in that movie that you could take away from it that can like make you feel okay about watching it or enjoy it. Like, it doesn't have to be.
Was Justice League nominated for anything?
That came out like 3 years ago.
Oh.
So no.
Did Aquaman get nominated for anything?
Did that make the cutoff? I don't know. Maybe,
Probably not,
but no.
but it would.
Even if it didn't make,
It could
even
come,
if it didn't
come
make
out the
cutoff.
day of the Oscars. It
No.
won't.
But anyway, so that was my gripe. Like, fucking people need to take it easy on all this
that
shit.
Good gripe, Drinkard.
Hell no, motherfuckers! Wake the fuck up.
But all that really matters is that Into the Spider-Verse won
Best animated?
picture.
I did watch that.
There
That
was
phenomenal.
some stiff competition. I still have yet to see The Incredibles 2, but I'm sure it was great.
Oh, it was really good.
I haven't seen Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet.
That was really good.
That was really good?
That was really
I
good.
started watching
There
it.
was another movie. I think it was a Studio Ghibli movie. It was an animated, like
Studio Ghibli.
Ghibli. My apologies, you fucking
Yeah,
nerd.
not
I
Ghibli.
apologize. But if it was made by Studio Ghibli, I'm sure it was a great movie. So that's some stiff competition, bruh. And for Spider-Man to pull off the W, very happy about that. That movie was great.
I enjoyed it. It was a good movie. I think I liked Wreck-It Ralph a little bit better. I don't think it was as well done as Spider-Man was. I would probably still give Spider-Man the Oscar, but I enjoyed Wreck-It Ralph more.
I'll have to see. I
I just thought it was more fun.
I know The Incredibles 2 is on Netflix, so that's on my to-watch list.
Is The Incredibles 2 on Netflix?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
I watched it way like a while back. It's good. I really liked it.
That's pretty quick for it to be on Netflix, I think. I'm not saying it's not. I think that's pretty quick.
I'll watch it.
For the turnaround.
I'm just too busy watching the Umbrella Academy.
I started watching.
Pretty good.
It's a really good show.
I started watching Maniac. You guys watch Maniac on Netflix yet? With
Jonah
Emma
Hill
Stone and
movie?
Jonah Hill.
Is it a show or
It's a
a movie?
show.
Oh yeah.
It's a limited
that's
series.
With him. It's with Jonah Hill and
Emma Stone.
Yeah,
Is that good?
yeah. That's.
I've watched an episode and a half so
it's-
far.
It starts off kind of like weird.
Yeah, but it's getting good.
You gotta power through. It's
I'll
pretty
watch
good. It gets good. You just gotta power through. But yeah, like the first couple episodes is like.
The one chick from Ozark's in it. What's her name? The blonde chick, the main character.
The wife.
Not the wife, the other girl.
the girl?
The girl.
Oh yeah. The
girl-
Ruthie.
Ruthie,
girl-
yeah.
the girl-
Langmeyer.
Langmore. Ruthie Langmore.
Langmore. Yeah.
The girl Jesse Pinkman. That's basically what she
Yeah,
is.
the girl Jesse Pinkman, the female Jesse Pinkman.
Yeah.
But yeah, Maniac's good. Yeah, I would check that out if I were you guys. But anyway,
You guys should check out Money Heist.
no. I've watched like bits and pieces of it because like my wife was watching it.
You should watch.
I wasn't
like,
impressed.
all of it. It's good.
Nah. Plus, it's in Spanish.
There's all this like. I always tell myself I don't always tell myself, but for a while I was like, why would I get rid of cable? But like, there's so much content now on
Right.
Netflix and everything. I'm like, you kind of can cut the cord
Kind of. There's still like for me. There's still like
unless you're like a diehard sports fan.
See, and that's the thing. Like I'm a huge UFC fan, obviously, and I need ESPN now because the UFC is strictly on ESPN. So I have ESPN Plus, but not if you want to watch like the big ESPN shows. They're only on ESPN. You can't use
Yeah.
ESPN Plus to watch. You have to have ESPN subscription, whether it be through cable or through like Sling. So you need some sort of TV to watch that. So like, I'm kind of stuck, man, because I've been thinking about going back and cutting the cord, but like it's like, man, it's tough. It's tough, and like if I like went to a streaming service, I'm not paying that much right now because of my contract. So I end up losing money. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm gonna keep it, might as well just keep it. You know, I don't know. But you're right. Like I've been catching myself watching more Netflix. I watch Hulu every so often. I don't really. There's not a lot on there that I like.
There's not a lot of shows.
Yeah, I mean there are a lot of shows. There's nothing I'm interested in.
Everwood?
Isn't that on CW Seed?
Huh?
Isn't that on the CW Seed?
It might be, but it's also on Hulu.
Flash, but the Flash I can stream on.
Seinfeld.
Yeah, Seinfeld is good. But like for example, I like the Flash, and I usually record it on my DVR, but I can watch it online if I need to. I heard The Walking Dead's getting good again.
Well, no spoilers. I'm behind.
I'm behind too. I haven't watched it, but I heard it was getting good.
But also, I think the only person in the show that I'd probably recognize is Daryl. I think everybody else
Left.
Fucking spoiler alert.
It's not a spoiler, dude. It was announced.
Your studio's haunted.
Yeah, I
Brad.
know the lights are flickering. I don't know why.
Did you happen to build this house on a Indian burial ground?
Yes, I did.
Then we gotta go.
Let's wrap this up.
Anyway, what was I saying about?
Walking Dead, good again.
Yeah, Walking Dead's getting good again. So I don't know. There's a lot of reasons why not to cut the cord just yet.
But I don't watch regular TV.
HBO? I mean, you could get HBO on its
you
own.
could just get HBO
On its
now.
own, yeah.
Well, all those, I think you could get
Showtime on its own, yeah. They're expensive though.
Yeah, they're like $15, right?
Yeah. But like if you do DirecTV now, I think it's only like $9 for HBO. It's cheaper. So I mean, there's pluses and minuses for
It's
everything.
just not enough time in the day. I mean, I already sleep like 10 hours. That leaves me 14 to, like, I go to work, that's 8.
And you can play video games.
Yeah, I'll try to.
And then how are you gonna play video games and balance your shows?
I don't know. Then
How does Tony do it? Tony does both.
That's a good question.
Tony watches like every single TV show
I have no idea.
and plays like 30 hours of like whatever the fuck you're playing right now.
Man, where there's a will, there's a way.
Kingdom Hearts and Dragon Ball. How many hours a night do you sleep?
Where there's a will, there's a way. And not only that, but I'm also watching shit that I've already seen, like Everwood.
Like I try to watch shit. Like right now, my main focus is trying to catch up to Game of Thrones. I mean, I'm caught up, but I'm rewatching it again. So I'm trying to rewatch it again, and so I can catch up to the current season of Game of Thrones. So I can.
And I just finished my third rewatch of The Office.
Damn. I've only watched that once all the way through, and then like bits and pieces at my like at what I want to watch. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like watch the whole season again. I just kind of like pick episodes.
That's the
that
beauty
I
of
like.
The Office. You can just pop in any episode at
Right.
any time.
But I do like The Office a lot. The Office was great. I liked Parks and Rec too. Parks and Rec was
Parks
awesome.
and Rec is a great show.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing that up.
It was very Office.
Started the career of Chris Pratt.
It did.
Well, it didn't start it, but it got him like,
They got him rolling.
yeah,
And
rolling.
Aubrey Plaza too.
Oh, I love me some Aubrey Plaza.
I mean, Amy Poehler came out on Saturday Night Live, but she didn't get a whole lot of like notoriety till Parks and Rec.
I say more so.
It put Aziz on the
Mean
map.
Girls.
It did put Aziz on the map.
Yeah, that's true.
Dude, yeah, Parks and Rec gave a lot of people opportunities.
Speaking of, we're gonna go see him next week.
Yeah, we are.
TFTI.
We told you.
You didn't. You didn't.
You
Invite
said you don't want to go because you said you don't like to laugh.
You guys didn't invite me.
You said I don't like comedy.
So, I will remember this. I will remember this. There will come a time, and you guys will need something, and I will be like, nope.
And there'll be a time where you'll need a ride from one of us.
There will be. I'm hoping that time will come before.
Anyway, like I'm pretty sure on Thursday you'll probably want a ride.
Why?
Oh yeah.
What's Thursday?
Game of Thrones trivia. You were invited. You can't say TFTI.
Is that this Thursday?
Yeah.
Oh,
You didn't RSVP, so it's already
dang
filled up.
it. And that'd probably be like the best player.
No,
too.
that's what you said last time we went to Game of Thrones trivia,
You were
and
like
you were
the worst
the worst player. on the
That
team.
was like 4 years ago, bro.
You were like, I read the books.
You read the books. I rewatched the shows like
Rewatched the
twice.
show, and you were like fucking useless.
You were useless.
Not true.
Very true.
Very
Not
true.
true. I have no idea what the fuck you guys are talking about.
So can our team name be Stannis the Manus?
I mean, was that somebody else's name in that time we went?
No, that's what I wanted it, but
Yeah, but somebody else had already picked it. I
no.
think.
But the thing is, like, we could have had it, but nobody else wanted that name. So we got some.
I forgot what we picked.
Exactly. That's how unmemorable it was. Nobody fucking remembers what our name was. But everyone remembers
Crows
Stannis-
before hoes.
Everyone remembers Stannis the Manus.
I think I came up with our team name too.
What was it?
I don't remember.
Exactly. Even that you failed.
The eunuchs.
Oh, that's a good one. Good job. There you go. There. Junkyard just came up with your team name.
The eunuchs.
That's a good one. I like it. I hope you suggest
The
that.
Unsullied.
No, Unix is better.
Well, but I mean, you can't just go out and say eunuchs. People would be like, "What? That's weird." So you say Unsullied, like they're all eunuchs, you know? Same shit.
It's hilarious.
Anyway, so yeah, this podcast is not about TV or movies.
How many
Or
how
the
much you want
Oscars.
to bet somebody's team name is gonna be I drink and I know things.
Oh, definitely.
Oh.
Or it'll probably be we drink
Yeah, we drink and
and
we
we
know
know
things.
things.
That's why you got to go with the Unix. Nobody's gonna.
No one's gonna pick that.
Yeah. Nobody's gonna suspect it.
Anyway, let's go on. Let's move on. I got something really good to talk about. Something everybody loves all the time.
A G and a G.
How'd you know?
Is that time already?
I think so.
How long have we been
Didn't you just
recording?
have one of these?
Yeah.
A cheat and a key. A cheat and a key. Who is he?
How much could have happened between now and last week?
There's fights like almost every week nowadays.
What a shame.
What is she? Yeah, the UFC moved up to the big leagues now that they're on ESPN.
Yeah. So
You know how easy I will say, you know how much easier it is now to watch them? That's not UFC. You know how much easier it is that they're on UFC, or ESPN? Because, like, back in the day, trying to find Fox Sports 1,
that wasn't that hard.
I can't count, bro.
The amount of times you try to look for it is like,
No, I just can't count. I don't know what channel number it is.
it's true. Everyone knows ESPN.
Yeah.
You know what is on FS1 that is amazing and everyone should watch? Is my girl, Christine Leahy. On, what is it? That show she does on FS1? We talked about it last week.
What does she do?
She does,
Is she like an analyst?
she does interviews.
Oh, okay.
What are you talking about?
Remember we talked about the Christine Leahy, the show?
Oh
she
yeah,
does
yeah.
On FS1?
You know who else? Katie Morgan from FS1. Is she, that's her name, right? Katie Morgan. I think she's pretty hot.
Couldn't tell you.
Anyway, this weekend is UFC 235. John Jones versus Anthony Smith
Oh
at
my
the
God.
T-Mobile
That
Arena in Las
motherfucker
Vegas.
Again? Is
Yeah.
he like, isn't he banned?
No,
Not yet.
Not when you're John Jones. The rules
don't
do not
apply to you.
Don't apply to you.
Isn't he still pissing hot?
Probably. He actually is pissing hot, but
What is that guy? What does Anthony Smith's tattoo say? It's an infinity symbol. It says, does that say everyone?
It's all I see is a feather.
But yeah, it's in an infinity loop.
It says
I think it says
every-
Avaya Jean. I think that might be his daughter's name.
No, it says everyone gene.
Yeah,
No, that's not what it
everyone's
says.
Everyone's year.
Anyway,
What a nice guy.
Yeah.
let's go ahead and let's.
How am I
this,
gonna make money off a parlay?
this this card is fucking stacked, man. Even the prelims are stacked, but we're only gonna do the main card
You
today.
know, I was listening to a better MMA podcast
Yeah,
than your segment today.
yeah.
They brought up a good point. This is UFC 260 or 235
5.
is
I just said that.
stacked. Like
I just said that.
like a stack of pancakes on International Pancake Day.
I just said it was a stacked card.
So where are we watching it?
Anyway, I don't know where we're watching it. We'll figure that out. It's either here or with our other friend. Anyway, first fight of the night: Cody Garbrandt, ex-bantamweight champion Cody Garbrandt versus Pedro Munoz. Cody, I believe, is the favorite on this one. Oh shit, where's mine?
Is he?
I think he is. If I can find the fucking.
Well, he's 0-2 in his last.
Cody Garbrandt is the favorite at a minus 170 versus Pedro Munoz is a plus 140. So, I don't know, man. Cody obviously is on a 2-fight losing streak. He hasn't won since before he beat when he beat Dominic Cruz, right? Because he's lost to TJ twice in a row. The Pedro is no slouch. I feel like Cody needs he needs a tune-up fight to get back on track, and I don't think this is it. I feel like he could get beaten this. I don't know if I would straight up bet up against Cody, but I feel like if you want to make some money, I'd say go with Pedro Munoz. Like I said, at plus 170, or what I say it was a plus 140. I mean,
Doesn't
bet
matter.
100 to win $140. Not bad.
Doesn't matter.
He's a live dog for sure.
Nobody's gonna take. Everybody's a live dog. I've never seen Pedro Munoz fight, so I can't.
He's a jiu-jitsu style fighter.
Oh.
Anyway, next fight of the night: Tisha Torres versus Weili Zhang. Tisha is a fucking beast. Tisha is probably the favorite in this. I would assume. I wish this shit was in order. Actually, no. Tisha's even, and Weili Zhang is actually the favorite at a minus 130. Wow, that's actually surprising. I don't know, man. I don't think I could bet against Tisha, man. Tisha's a beast.
I can.
I would put my money on. I would definitely put my money on Tisha. Tisha's fucking.
If she's gonna win me more money.
Well, Tisha would win you more money.
Okay, then I'll bet on.
So I would bet on Tisha. If you want to parlay Tisha and Pedro Munoz, it might not be a terrible play.
You want to hear an observation I just made?
What?
Go down a little bit. If you take that Chinese girl's, I know she's Chinese. I'm not racist. If you take the Z and switch it with the W, her name would be Zilly Wang. Zilly.
Okay. Anyway,
Silly Wang.
Well, her name's already Willie Wang. It could be Willie Wang.
Let me see. Go. What? It's Willy Wang?
Yeah. Well, her first name's Willie.
Weili
Uh-huh.
Zhang.
So if you replace the Z with a W, you get Willie Wang.
Oh, that's even better. Why did
Willie Wang.
Willy Wang.
Anyway,
This is what you should be talking about, Junker.
next fight.
Not betting odds.
Next fight is Robbie Lawler versus Ben Askren. Ben Askren's finally making his UFC debut after God knows how long.
Is that Larry the King Lawler's son?
No, it's not. Ben Askren should have been in the UFC like 10 years ago, but unfortunately, him and Dana White had some conflicts,
They beef it.
and he couldn't be. He was never in the
I would
UFC.
vote for Ben only because he looks like the Red Viper.
So, no, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
No, he doesn't.
He totally looks like fucking
Oberyn? No, he
Martell.
does not look
Yeah,
anything
he
like Oberyn.
does.
Mom, what do you think he looks like Oberyn?
I don't think you're seeing his. Oh yeah. I see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like the slant, like the eye, the slanted brow,
Mm-hmm.
kind of. Yeah, I see what you're getting at.
Anyway,
So I would bet on Oberyn Martell.
dude, fucking Ben Askren's probably the best fight. Probably maybe between him and Fedor would be the best fighter never to fight in the UFC. Dude, I think Ben Askren's gonna beat Robbie. Let's see who the favorite is in this fight. See, shit's never in order. So I just have to go fucking scroll through. Oh, there you go.
Why don't you organize
Ben Askren's actually the
before?
favorite. You
don't
can't
you-
organize it. It's just the way the site is. Ben Askren's
No, I'm
actually
saying,
the
like do it manually.
favorite.
Like, create a spreadsheet
Not so much work.
and have all that ready.
That's too much work.
Because I mean, you're wasting a lot of time.
I don't give a fuck. But Ben Askren is a favorite at minus 285,
Don't you dare interrupt Junkie.
and Robbie Lawler is the underdog at a plus 225. I wouldn't bet against Ben Askren. Ben Askren's a fucking monster.
I would.
And I think he's gonna roll through Robbie personally. And by roll through, I don't mean like he's not gonna knock him out. He's gonna do what Ben Askren does, wrestle him. It's people who don't like wrestling matches, like these kind of fights, they're gonna think it's boring. But I want to see if he can actually he's gonna take Robbie down and control him for 3 rounds. It's gonna be fantastic.
Can you skip the next one? Because there's no narrative there.
Yeah, there is. There actually is.
Now, John Jones
No, hold on.
versus the white supremacist.
The next-
There's a narrative.
There you go. That's
The next fight, the co-main event of the night,
I actually think Anthony
is-
Smith might be
is
like
he's
half
like part black.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I mean, yeah, but I could see what you're getting, man.
Tyron.
Hold on. I want to say I've been excited to have or to see Ben Askren fight in the UFC since he was on Joe Rogan's podcast. I never heard about him, and then he was on Joe Rogan's podcast. Why are you turning the music off for me?
I'm turning it down.
Is what I have to say not important?
Go ahead. No, go ahead. I want to hear more what you have to say. That's why I'm turning it down a little bit.
Ever since he was on Joe Rogan's podcast, I was like, "Who is this guy? Why does Joe Rogan dick riding him so hard?" And then I started like looking him up, and apparently he's like one of the greatest wrestlers
Yeah.
to do MMA, and people like fear him. He's like undefeated, barely gets hit.
Yeah.
He's a smart guy too. Like he's funny.
Yeah.
He's fucking funny.
He is hilarious.
Oh, and his
So is this the first time he's fighting in the UFC?
Yeah.
yeah
Ooh, so is his debut?
It is.
his style choice is hilarious. What he wore at the UFC press conference, basically the same exact thing you wear. It made me laugh so fucking hard. It was like a button-up shirt. It was gray, and then he had his shirt tucked into his pants. He was wearing flip-flops. I was like, no wonder why Jim Carrey liked him so much. This guy's-
Anyway, he's been throwing shade at the challenger of the next fight, Tyron Woodley versus Kamaru Usman. Ben Askren calls him Marty from Nebraska because Kamaru used to wrestle in Nebraska, and I guess his nickname was Marty because his coach didn't want to call him Kamaru, so he called him Marty. So Ben just keeps like talking about Marty from Nebraska, and it pisses Kamaru off. And Ben and Tyron are like really close friends because they
they're-
train out of the same camp. So Tyron Woodley, the welterweight champion, is fighting Kamaru Usman for the welterweight championship. Dude, this fight's gonna be fucking. This fight's interesting, really fucking
I think that's gonna
interesting.
be whack.
It's not. It's really interesting.
You heard it here first.
Tyron Woodley's the
Be
favorite
whack.
at a minus.
Is that a hot take?
That's a hot take.
Okay.
It's gonna be whack.
Are you an edgelord? Tyron Woodley is a favorite at a minus 185. Kamaru Usman's the underdog at a plus 150. Dude, I don't know if I could bet against Tyron, man. Tyron's a beast. Kamaru is a guy that likes to take the fight to the ground and control people on the ground, or up against the fence. Tyron's strong. Tyron's a really good wrestler as well. I don't think he can do that against him. I think once Tyron starts laying hands on him, it's gonna be a short night.
I would.
I would not bet against Tyron Woodley on this fight.
Also, I like a lot of people give Tyron a lot of shit, but I like Tyron mainly because of the fact that nowadays he's one of the few people that actually defends his belt.
Yeah.
You know, with all these like super fights and belt changes, he's one of the guys that's like lasted as a champion for the past 3 years almost,
Something like that, yeah.
2 years,
It's been like 3,
which is a long time nowadays in the UFC.
yeah. Well, he beat Robbie Lawler, the guy who Ben Askren is fighting for the belt.
Yeah. And then he's defended it against solid people.
Yeah. He hasn't fought he hasn't had any cupcake fights.
Yeah, so I like Tyron.
I do.
know he-
I really like Tyron as well. I actually like both of them. I like Kamaru as well. I think Kamaru's a great fighter.
I hope he gives up on his rapping dream, but he's a good fighter.
Yeah. But Kamaru's a stand-up guy. He's an amazing fighter, but I just don't know if he's going to be able to beat Tyron that night. Then we got the main event of the night, Johnny Bones Jones versus Anthony Lionheart Smith. I hate counting Anthony Smith out, but
You have to.
John Jones is John
He's
Jones.
fucking steroids.
Exactly.
He's coked out. You can't beat a crackhead.
I'm pretty sure John's the favorite on this. I can't see this not being the favorite yet. Holy fuck. John Jones is a minus 850.
Yeah, yeah.
And Anthony Smith's a plus 525.
So how does it work
Underdog.
out if you want to win $100?
So if you want if you want to bet on John Jones,
What you touched me for, bro?
if you want to bet on John Jones, you have to bet $850 to win 100.
Worth it.
Yeah, right.
What if you want to bet against him? That's where the money's
So
at.
if you want to bet on Anthony Smith, if you bet $100 and he wins, you win 525. So if you bet $500, do the math on that, Tony.
It's
500 times 525.
It's a big number.
It is a big number.
no, actually, if $100 wins you 500,
And 25.
525, $500 will win you like it'd be 5 times
Well, that's what it is. What is 5 times 525?
5 times.
2,500.
It's a lot of money.
Probably a little more because it's 25 in there. 2,600.
You sure? I think it'd be more than that, wouldn't it?
No, it's 2,600.
Oh, it'd be
No, it'd be 20,000.
It'd be 2,500 plus what's 5 times 25? 125.
525.
2625.
Yeah, good job, Mambo.
Yeah.
Quick maths.
Quick maths.
2625.
God damn. there's a goddamn Tesla factory
Fucking
going on in
genius.
here. This is
Call
Yeah,
Elon
that's right.
Musk.
It's a calculator,
call
bro.
Elon Musk right now and tell him he's
Big
no longer the
mass in
smartest
here.
person on earth.
Nope.
But anyway, Dewey, if you drop a G on Anthony Smith, that's like
Somebody,
it's a lot of money.
yeah.
It's like 50 grand
So I have to bet 1,000 on him to get some real money.
if you want. Anyway, yeah, I wouldn't bet on it. I honestly wouldn't bet on Anthony Smith. Anthony Smith is a really good fighter. I just don't know who can beat John Jones. I think the only person that might have a chance at beating John Jones is Daniel Cormier. I still feel like
no.
he could have a chance.
Is the only way John Jones can lose is if it's basically the UFC, the rules.
I don't think anybody in the light heavyweight division can beat John Jones.
There's not really anybody left.
Right.
Dana White can beat him.
I mean, there's some up and comers like Johnny Walker. He's fucking beast, but I don't know if he can beat John Jones. If John Jones goes up to heavyweight, I feel like maybe there's other heavyweights that can beat him, but I don't know about light heavyweights, and I don't think Anthony Smith's gonna be the first to beat him. So yeah, I wouldn't bet against John on this one as much as I dislike him.
Anyways, this pay-per-view event is definitely worth the price of admission.
It is. It's worth buying if you
But
want to buy a pay-per-view.
here at NKOTP, we're on a fixed income. So we ain't going.
Yeah, but we don't do anything illegal here either. So we probably will end up buying it.
Wink, wink.
Nope.
Oh, we don't want to get ratted out, right? Just like somebody ratted you.
And ratted Tony out the other day too.
Dude, I keep getting ratted out. Like every time I keep,
Oh, you keep on getting reported on
my shit keeps getting
Facebook.
reported. Who the fuck is reporting my shit?
Your report of you getting reported
Was
got
reported. So for those who don't know, I posted something that was hilarious and it got reported.
I thought it was.
So I took a screenshot of that saying like, whoever reported, go fuck yourself. And someone reported that post. So now somebody reported the post of me being reported. So I'm just getting reported left and right.
You're gonna get kicked off Facebook soon.
I'm about to go to Facebook jail.
Do you feel attacked?
I do feel personally attacked.
I think they're probably going to pull you off of there. They're going to say stop promoting hate speech,
It's true.
and they're going to do what.
But one of my friends on Facebook said he flagged it for terrorism just to throw off the just to throw off the algorithm.
Did you guys hear about that? The YouTube keeps finding like kids videos that have like
Tips on suicide.
yeah, that not just that, but I guess there are a lot of like pedophile rings on YouTube now, looking at like family videos of like or like cheerleading competitions of like underage girls and like fapping to them or some shit. Like there's a lot of fucked up shit going on YouTube right now.
So you're saying that there's creepy guys that are fapping to like cheerleader videos on YouTube?
underage
I get
girls.
that.
I mean, you can't stop anyone from fapping anything.
Well, no, but it's or people or like child pornographer type people will upload childlike pornography videos, like a young 12-year-old girl trying on bathing suits, and like upload it for the rest of the child pornography like ring. Dude, it's fucked up.
Oh, that they're videos that are actually uploaded by.
Right.
Oh, I thought you just said guys are going on there and
Some of them, some of them are.
but people are
Some of them are just
people are
retro
producing
videos.
content.
Right.
You're saying,
Specifically.
you're saying someone is uploading content with
The intent.
the intent
With-
of other pedos to fap to.
Right.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
And
I thought you meant like, like someone just going online looking at this. I'm like, yeah, okay, that's the fucking internet. Like you upload anything, someone's fapping to it.
It's true, but
I've
not
heard-
in this. In this.
No, I know
case.
what you mean. I get what you're saying now. There's people uploading content for that purpose
for
alone.
the purpose.
And then like you can tell which ones they are because like the fucking comments underneath will be like creepy as fuck. Like, man, that 12-year-old girl like sexy or shit. Like they're not necessarily like that, but like shit like
I believe it.
like stuff like man, that like just creepy shit, man. I
Oh
don't
man,
know.
because I'm in this one group. I think I forgot what group it is. I think it's either top tier shit posting or top tier cringe posting. Anyway, they're both fucking horrible. So there's a video of like some girl doing that dancing to like that shark baby.
Oh,
whatever
yeah,
the fuck
yeah.
that is.
Baby Shark.
Whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
So she's dancing to that, and this is like some girl from like I don't know India or some other.
How old is she? I'm
third
assuming
world
she's
country.
little.
She looks like she's probably about 12. So I'm like, so anyway, like it's a funny video, and then like one of the comments is like hell yeah, smash.
Oh, my
I'm
God.
like, bruh. I'm like, so I'm trying to help this dude out. I'm like, bruh. I'm like, you mean when she's of age, right? He's like, no, right now. I'm like, oh fuck.
You can't help him.
But at the same time, he might just be trolling.
He could be,
You
but
never
still.
know.
But yeah, you never know, man.
But you never know, man.
Like there was, I was actually just reading an article about Emily Ratajkowski. Where is it? Her name?
Radikowski? Yeah.
The one that the supermodel.
Yeah.
The one that was in the what's the video with Robin Thicke, the Robin Thicke video, and Pharrell.
Oh, okay, yeah.
What's the
Blurred Lines?
Blurred Lines. Yeah. She's sexy, and she was also in Gone Girl.
Is she not of age?
No,
'Cause I've
she's
been-
very much of age.
'Cause I've
She's
been-
she was also in Entourage.
Yeah, but anyway, recently, you know, how they were doing, everybody was doing that 12-year post or whatever.
Oh, 10 years.
Whatever. But she did 12, I think. And she did a picture when she was 12 and a picture now. And like the comments underneath that shit, like she said like 6th grade was tight or some shit like that. And like comments underneath were fucking creepy. Like some dude was like, you know what else is tight?
Oh, God.
Them titties. I'm like, dude, she's fucking like, she's 12 in that picture.
That's kind of funny.
But is he commenting in like 2019?
Yeah.
or as a 12-year-old.
Or is it
No, she's commenting as the
No, but I'm
as a
saying,
12-year-old.
is he,
Is he commenting on her
as his
as
age?
of now? Because like
No, because I think actually I'm lying. The picture was only of her being 12. It wasn't like a side
No,
by
you don't
side.
understand
that's
what
true.
Tony's
What I'm
trying
saying
to
is like,
say.
is he commenting as in his capacity
No, it
as an
seemed
adult,
like it was
or is he
commenting-
commenting as in his capacity of like a 6th grader?
Like what he would say when he's 12 years old. Yeah.
No,
Because like I think we talked about this like I remember when the Power Ranger movie came out,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh man, the pink, like I was talking about like the Yellow Ranger,
yeah.
and they're like dude, that's she's young or whatever. I'm like,
Becky G.
yeah,
Becky G's not that young though, isn't she?
No,
Like
she's
20, like 24, 25.
but I was having I was just fucking around. I was like
Okay.
I was trolling one of my friends, and he's like
oh, you're talking about the Yellow Ranger in the movie?
Yeah.
Because she was in high school.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because in the movie she's in high school,
Right.
but in real life she's like 20 something.
Yeah,
whatever.
Right.
she's half naked in some videos.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so I'm like, if I fap to that, I'm not fapping.
You're not fapping to the Yellow Ranger.
I'm
You're
not fapping
fapping to
Yellow
Becky
Ranger.
G.
I'm fapping to Becky G, who is clearly of age.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like if
No, he was clearly talking about the underage girl.
if Emily. Oh look, man, I'm
what's
trying
tight?
I'm trying to play devil's advocate here.
Titty.
And then another one was like, man, if I would, he says, man, I would totally fuck that 12-year-old her or whatever
Oh
like that.
my
And I'm
God.
like, what the fuck? Like, dude, chill out. Jesus Christ.
As you type, hell yeah, bro. I agree with you.
So did you like that status?
No, I didn't.
Did you love it?
It was an article. It wasn't a status.
You were like, I'm with you, brother. I get it.
But you want me to pull it up, dude? It's fucking creepy, man.
I kind of want to see it.
Hold on.
Pull it up.
I'll pull it up
Also,
for everybody to see.
You know what you guys should listen to? Listen to Sword and Scale episode
I
20.
already
You told us
did.
about that this last time.
No, I listened to it.
Wasn't it fucked up?
It's pretty creepy.
No spoilers. I haven't listened to it yet.
Can I give you a synopsis?
Yeah.
Yes.
I already read the synopsis, but yeah.
Basically, I don't even remember what his name. How long ago was it? Anyways, there was this guy
On Joy Junction,
that lived in Florida, and he did puppet shows for kids.
you ventriloquist. A very bad one, by the way.
Yeah, from what I understand. And he put on shows for kids, and apparently he would go on Yahoo Chat and talk to other... Well, at first I thought it was other people, but it turns out it was just one person who had multiple screen names. Right?
Uh-huh.
And they would talk about kidnapping kids and murdering them and eating them like cannibals. And they would like fantasize it. And one of the people he was talking to claims that they actually did it. But then,
And what was creepy is like the amount of detail that they talk. Like,
Yeah,
in the
they
chat.
really,
It's like what the?
they were talking
fuck?
about how like they die, like what do they do when they die? Like when you drown them, they're like, oh yeah, they kick
It
and
is
flip.
it's some really disturbing shit.
That somebody would actually like talk about, like how would
First of all, yeah, just
like we
fucking-
talk about weird stuff, but
But man, it's like
how do you find somebody to open up to like that? Like, yeah, I'm all about killing kids. You too?
what?
Yeah, man.
Let me
too.
tell you. Let me tell you about my fantasy.
You know what's even more? I want to eat them.
What?
I want to eat kids too. take my Yahoo screen name so we can talk about it.
What's your preferred way of preparing the meat?
I like to start with the buttocks first, and then
That's very Mamba-esque.
No, that's what they said. But now that you mentioned
thought
it, I get it. But that's what they said. They would scope out these little kids, and I'm like, yeah, I like the way this kid looks.
So there were multiple people?
They haven't. Supposedly it was
one person.
It was one person, but
The puppeteer or the ventriloquist.
one person. No, it was more than one person, but one of them did have multiple names.
Yeah.
But
That's crazy.
But they even talk about like, oh, like yeah, like if you really like, you should go into like low income housing or if you go to trailer parks,
like trailer parks,
like
just...
where kids aren't really watched. Like I remember I grabbed one from there once, and like
it was just
What
sitting
the
outside. And the
fuck?
kid was just sitting outside.
like he actually talks about like tips on how to like kidnap kids.
That's
It's, like,
fucked up.
It is really fun.
I don't know if they were ever. Sorry, I got a burp. I don't know if I don't think they ever caught the guy actually doing something, the ventriloquist. But apparently he had tons of child pornography and like pictures of kids in rough positions, like being gagged and bound and everything. He's like, oh, I got
fucked
those
up.
from Germany. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
That's fucked up.
Germany and their weird pornography. Their scat porn.
So back to Emily Ratajkowski. Or whatever.
Anyways, don't even listen to this podcast anymore. Listen to Sword and Scale.
episode 20.
Episode 20.
Listen to it, but after you listen to this podcast.
I disagree.
Anyway, so this is Emily Ratajkowski now. She's a supermodel, so she is quite attractive. And this is the picture she posted. And it says, the caption says, summer of 6th grade was tight. Okay, so she's clearly
Innocent enough.
very young.
Yeah.
So, the one guy says, the grade wasn't the only thing that was tight. Baby got boobs.
The fuck is wrong with people?
This guy says, if I caught these 11-year-olds in Harrow, you don't even know.
Oh my God.
Here's another one. Her 6th grade teacher is doing life in prison somewhere right now. Dude, it's not...
You know what's tight?
So this is-
titties.
This is her at 14.
Oh, that's her. Joker, I can't look at this.
So it says, for those meanies that insist I have had a boob job, here I am at 14.
She is not fucking 14 right there. Wow.
And then one of the guys says, I feel wrong for taking a screenshot. This is her now, obviously. So yeah. She gets all sorts of like creepers on her.
I can imagine.
So yeah.
So, moral of the story is don't be a fucking creep.
Some people just don't know.
Anyway, yeah. People are fucked up, man. All right, let's go. Let's move on to our news story, shall we?
Very loud.
Sorry.
You wanna know what's funny? I was actually gonna send you this news story, and the fact that you picked it means we're on the same wavelength.
Actually, this was submitted to me by our dear friend, Mr. Bernard.
Me and him are on the same wavelength then.
Mr. Bernard sent us this thing. It says, man with knife in back walks out of hospital for cigarette.
Hey, man, you gotta take a smoke break.
That is definitely a knife sticking out of his back.
This is nasty. Let me put, I don't know if I have to pull this picture up so that everybody can see. It says, here, let me read the article and I'll pull it up. Apparently, you can get through any amount of pain if you want something badly enough, as one guy demonstrated when he walked out of a hospital with a knife in his back for a cigarette.
Well, yeah, you can't smoke inside a hospital.
Yeah.
Just to be clear, this wasn't your everyday metaphorical, oh, they're a backstabber kind of knife in the back.
Okay, I see.
This man had a literal huge blade sticking out of his body. Vladimir, 34, was at a hospital in the Russian city of Kazan after getting wounded in a drunken fight. The exact details surrounding his injury aren't known, but horrifically, the knife was plunged so deep that only its handle was visible.
All right. Well, when you say that, when you said that this took place in Russia to a man named Vladimir, makes sense.
Maybe.
It's like when I hear that drug addict from Florida ate their baby. I'm like, oh,
Florida man
makes
strikes
sense.
again.
Makes sense. 'Cause
That
it's
makes
Florida,
sense.
and it's a crackhead.
So it says, although staff were in the midst of addressing him, the wounded man cigarette craving clearly got too much for him. He told the medics he had something to do and set off on his venture.
He's like, I'll be back. Something just came up.
Nurses followed him, questioning where he was going and asking, "Are you mad?"
Are you mad?
One protested, "It's winter outside, come back." Vladimir had a grip a railing for support at one point as the pain got too much for him, but he was determined to keep going to try to get his nicotine fix. The patient embraced the negative 10 degrees Celsius temperatures outside despite wearing nothing but underwear. Though that's definitely not the most shocking part of this story. The painfully cold temperatures were actually probably quite useful in numbing his wound. Vladimir didn't actually have any cigarettes on him and had presumably hoped to get one from another smoker outside.
So he went out to bum a cigarette.
But his huge efforts were tragically unsuccessful. He had to be persuaded to come back into the hospital and only returned inside after doctors warned him that it was risking his life, with one saying, "Young man, you are going to die now. Let's go have an injection and you go home." He then made his way back to the treatment room as the nurse encouraged him, saying, "Yes, we'll make one injection and let you go home. Come on, come with me. Go, keep going and lie down." A spokesman from the Regional Health Authority in Tatarstan reportedly confirmed Vladimir had undergone surgery to remove the knife and was thankfully in stable condition. Well, I suppose the story is similar to those of mothers lifting cars to save their children, except in this case, the car was a knife in the back and the child was a cigarette.
Some people will do anything to bum a cigarette.
Like you guys, right?
Uh,
Yeah, I'll pull
Get
up
him
this.
off you.
I gotta pull up this article for you guys so you guys can see it.
I get it.
Everybody watching on what you call it, on Facebook.
People watch us on Facebook.
I mean on YouTube. Sorry. So, yeah, that is the man with the blurred knife in his back. It is nasty.
Well, it's blurred. That could be anything. If this was Japan, that'd be a dick.
Yep. I would say it could be a dildo. Just
Yeah.
to
It's not. Look, you can see
Play the
part in this video.
Play the video.
Куда ты пошел?
Куда ты пошел-то?
Смотри, что делает.
Девчонки, он уже ваш. Ходите за ним сами. Нет, ты куда пошел теперь? А?
Я в шоке.
Владимир, ну ты вообще что ли без ума?
Why does that guy walk like your brother
Ну
when
еще
he's
куда
drunk?
пошел?
Because he's got a knife in his back.
Knife in his
Далеко,
back.
интересно, даже.
Далеко пошел, что ли, ты на улице зимать? Иди обратно, пошли. Нет, нет у тебя сигарет, пойдем, а?
You don't have cigarettes.
Dude, he's got like a knife in his spine. I'm surprised he can walk.
That knife might be holding his spine together.
Дурак.
That and it's also like freezing dick outside.
What's negative 10 in Fahrenheit?
Yeah, look up -10 in American.
I think it's.
Well, there's
dangerously
snow
close.
outside.
Let's look it up. -10 in
Молодой
American.
человек, вы сейчас умрете. Пойдемте, он хочет взять.
Пойдем, Айда.
Пошли, Айда.
Хочешь, сделаем домой.
Ключ ты домой, Айда, пошли, все. Иди. Давай, иди, дурачок, пришел.
Айда, пошли, все.
Хватит дурачки уже.
Хочешь идти домой?
Давай бегом.
I think that's enough of that.
Did you find it?
I'm looking at it still.
It's not that important.
14 degrees Fahrenheit. It's not that cold.
Oh, 14
Oh,
degrees.
that's
Not that
fine.
bad.
But anyway, for our podcast only listeners, that was just him walking out and everybody was yelling at him to come back in, basically.
That man is a ghoul.
Yeah. If you want to watch the video, check out our YouTube channel.
Shouldn't be that hard to find. It's very specific.
Or you could check out our YouTube channel and just fast forward to that part. Because, you know, we can use some more
We could use
YouTube.
a view.
Yeah.
Every view
We're trying
matters.
to get that YouTube
I want to get that
trophy.
Jake. I want to get that Jake Paul money.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking even higher. I'm trying to get that PewDiePie money.
Oh no, I'm trying to get that other. What's that other YouTube video or channel that's getting more than PewDiePie? That Indian.
The little kid?
No. There's a media group.
Oh, I don't know.
There was a whole thing, like a whole war between
no idea.
PewDiePie and this. Did you read about it? How did you guys miss this?
I don't know. I haven't heard of this.
Oh my god, I gotta look it up.
I want to get that Jake Opens Toys money.
Oh,
or whatever
yeah.
that fucking kid's name is.
He has his own toys now, right?
I know, yeah.
Do you think
That
his
motherfucker's making mad bank.
Do you think his parents are just bleeding him dry?
Probably. That's usually what parent or kids who make money, that's what they
They're
do.
like cha-ching, cha-ching.
T series, trying to get that T series money.
Google T series, okay.
Right here, T series.
Or do you think he's
He's got
just running shit?
I bet you that little kid that opens toys for a living, I bet you that motherfucker makes more money than T-Series.
PewDiePie versus T-Series is an online competition between the two YouTube channels, PewDiePie and T-Series, for the title of most subscribed channel on the video sharing websites. Apparently, T-Series is getting ridiculous. There's even a live subscriber count. As of February 6th, T-Series had 80,002,655 subscribers. PewDiePie had 80,550,000.
I know what kind of videos PewDiePie does.
T-Series is music videos from India or something.
And it has that many. Well, there's a bunch of people
I think
in
it's
India.
India.
There's a bunch of people in India just hanging around.
Look up T-Series, Junkyard,
Why would I look up T-Series?
so we could see what.
I want to see what our competition is, bro.
There's a lot of competition against us.
Nope, it's just us in the number one spot.
Yeah, right. I wish.
Everybody else in
Yeah,
between,
it's an Indian music record label.
and they just pumping out quality.
T-Series, Super Cassettes Industries Private Limited, doing business as T-Series, is an Indian music record label and film production company founded by Gulshan Kumar in 1983.
So apparently,
is primarily known for Bollywood music soundtracks and indie pop music.
when people got wind that T-Series was just racking up subscribers, up the yin yang, and I think it did. For a little while, it did surpass PewDiePie. People went on this mission to try to get PewDiePie a lot more subscribers, and his subscribers just skyrocketed even more just because they didn't want T-Series to be more than PewDiePie.
Fuck PewDiePie.
That's so pretty impressive that he's just one guy. It doesn't even make high quality video. He literally makes videos of him playing video games. That's it.
Your sister liked PewDiePie, didn't she?
Yeah, she. I don't think she watches him anymore.
Yeah, because she grew out of it.
Yeah, I guess so. But there's grown people that probably.
Watch it.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
let's,
I'll watch PewDiePie before I watch Jake Paul.
Oh,
Or Logan
hell
Paul.
yeah.
let's go. Let's get to our gripes, shall we?
Hell no, motherfuckers! Wake the fuck up.
I already did my gripes, Tony.
I'm good.
What?
I'm good.
Life that good?
Life is
You have
good.
nothing to complain about? Nothing at all?
Nope.
Mamba?
All right. Unfortunately for me, life isn't that good. My gripe is with the city of Chicago bureaucracy.
I know where
Now,
this is going.
I'm gonna preface this by
Yes.
saying that I made a mistake. I'm pretty responsible. I haven't been late on any of my bills. Everything is paid on time. But if I don't want to do something, I'm not gonna do it. And one of the things I don't want to do is pay fucking parking.
And you don't feel like you should be forced to do it.
And I don't feel like I should be forced. And the city agrees with me. They say, you don't want to pay them, that's fine. But we're going to take your car. My car that I have not yet finished paying off.
They didn't take it, though. They
No, they
booted
didn't
it.
take it. So, yesterday, I parked my car. I went to class. I parked my car. Usually, I park in the school parking lot.
They boot in there, too.
I know they do. So, it was a matter of time before they got me there. I parked in the street because it was an open space. I was like, cool, that means I don't have to go looking for a parking spot inside.
So you thought it was a come up?
Yeah, I thought it was a come up. I was like, oh, I'm on this floor. I could see right out the window and look down at my car. I'll be good. So I go to class, come out. There's a boot there. I could see it. And I have this habit because I know that I have tickets. So whenever I come out of somewhere, I'll look. like I'll peek my head up, and like if I don't see anything yellow on my tire, like yeah, I'm good. I got.
But this time you actually saw something.
Today I
Else?
peeked my head up, and I was like, fuck. There was a boot there, and I could see how that would be a stressful situation for somebody because all they do is leave a piece of paper.
Like on your fucking window.
And they
tape-
they're the instructions. As any grown adult, my first instinct was, of course, to call my mother, because I don't know about anybody else's mom, but my mother is a boot queen.
She gets booted all the time.
3 times in the past few years.
Oh, I was gonna say that's like 3 times in the past week. She's been booted. I was like, what?
I've had to bail out once or twice. She like hit me up. She was like, "Hey, you got some money on you?" I'm like, "Yeah, why?" She got the boot. They finally got me.
Where does she park? Does she get so many tickets?
Just in front of her. Oh, well, this is when she had a job. Remember when I said she worked? I don't know if she works. I don't think she does. But she got a lot of driving tickets because she worked in the heart lab.
Okay.
And whenever somebody has a heart attack, she would have to race to work because she was on call. So she would get like red light tickets, speeding tickets.
Okay.
They would just accumulate.
Right.
And she was like, I'm not paying them. Fuck you.
So she get the boot.
But they would always come.
But it was for a good cause. She was racing to get to work.
Yeah, but the city's not going to recognize that. They just see her
Yeah, obviously, I know.
doing 60
Shoulda-
past the
they
speed
should
camp.
they should have gave her an ambulance.
So what happened was, so I was like, okay. I was like, I'll take care of this. It was early in the day. It was like 2:30. So one of the, it says, you just pay your parking tickets and they'll come take the boot off. And the closest place was downtown. So I hopped in an Uber and went downtown. I went to City Hall. I asked the lady, I was like, how much do I owe? She was like, okay. She added it all up. She was like, to get the boot off, you have to pay 50% of the parking tickets you owe plus the boot fee. That'll be $3.98. I was like, okay, I got it.
Like $4? That's cheap as fuck.
Oh,
390.
$398.
How many?
Shit.
How much of the tickets did you owe?
Obviously, double that.
On my Civic, 3.
How much? No, but what was the total of the whole of all the tickets?
So half. Of
$398 is half.
So you owed $600.
$398
So 400.
is half. So it's all.
But-
So let's say $400.
The boot.
You owed $800.
Yes.
Wait, no. The boot fee was included. And I think that was 170. So take
Oh,
away
okay.
170. So it was like
So you have about 630.
about 600, something like that. Yeah.
And you still owe the other half.
Hey man, for those who don't live in the city of Chicago, I don't know if they do this in any other fucking city, but they do it here. They'll give you a ticket, and then I think they give you 2 weeks.
No, they give you more than that. I think they give you like a month.
Hold on, they give you 2 weeks, and if you don't pay them,
Oh,
in
yeah,
those
it
2
comes up.
weeks, they double.
Yeah,
They double. So
but I think it's more than 2. I think it's like
no.
3 to.
Look
Well, it
at
used
bro.
to be. Well, it used to be because back when I've gotten plenty. I've gotten booted too.
Look how many tickets I got. That's just. I'll get to the rest of it, but yeah, they double like 2 weeks and they double.
That's why I don't have a car.
It might even be less
Fuck
than 2
that
weeks.
The
noise.
cowboy horse gave me a fucking ticket once.
Yeah, I remember that.
Might even be less than 2 weeks. I don't know, but they double, and they don't go back down.
The point is that they double. They don't.
Yeah.
Go
So I was like, okay. I was like, let me go make a call. I got, I was like, I got the money. She's like, okay, while you do that, I just have to run your background and see if you have any more tickets. And I didn't think about it. So I turned my back and then I came back. I was like, okay, I'll pay it. And then she's like, this lady, I'm guessing she works there, so she does this all the time. So she's just like as blasé as possible, like no emotion, no nothing. I'm sure she gets people yelling at her all the time. She was like, yeah, I ran your social to see if you had anything else attached to it. Turns out in 2011, you had a tow and a impound on a car. And then when she said that, I was like, it was like I got punched in the stomach. I was like, ugh.
that was a car that you're like, meh.
Because those who listen to the podcast, I got a car booted before, and it was going to cost like $500 to get the boot off
And you just left it.
because I paid $400 for the car. I'm like, I'm not going to give you more than the car is worth.
So you say keep the car.
Keep the car. They kept it, but turns out they didn't want it because they
Damn.
charged me for it.
Blow 2011.
How much was that?
Hasn't the statute of limitations expired on that?
Clearly
So-
not.
So
That was 7 years ago.
That was 7 years ago. So then she starts adding shit up. She's using
Fucking calculator's got like
Yeah,
a roll
like
of
this,
fucking
like, what-
tape
I'm
like going out.
And
like
then
on the-
she's like doing that. I see like a list a list that looked like tickets. I'm like, man, this is fucked. oh shit! I think that is probably one of the most stressful.
And you couldn't leave this car this time, huh?
Yeah, and not only that, I parked next to the United Center. It was fine, but during
After a certain hour, you can't
during
park there.
stadium events,
Yeah.
they'll tow your shit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I gotta get it out of there. They're gonna fucking tow it. And so I'm just watching her just type, and she was like, okay, in total, that's $1,025.
No
I
way.
was like, $1,025. I was like, what about the payment plan? She was like, that's with the payment plan. I'm like, that's
No way.
Fuck.
And I'm like, how much do I owe in total? I owe $2,268.
What the fuck?
dollars. So they expected me to pay half of that up front. So I mean, I had to.
Where'd you get the money from?
I had to borrow some of it from a family member who will not be named because apparently they don't want their significant other to find out that they helped me because their significant other would get mad, I guess. I don't know why, but hey, I was just happy to. I was like, all right, that's fine. I won't tell.
So how are you gonna pay it back?
I'll pay them back.
You're not going to fucking
It's
WrestleMania
not gonna
anymore,
be
are
all.
you? Huh?
It's not gonna be all at once.
I assume you're not going to WrestleMania
He's
anymore.
on a payment plan.
Yeah, I'm a payment plan. I told them how fast do you want this? Do you want this all at once or is increments fine? They're like, yeah, it's fine. Increments is fine. I'm like, okay. So yeah, that's how much.
That's fucked up. And you still went to the Bulls game.
And yeah, conveniently, yes, I did go to the Bulls.
It was
game.
right there.
It was right. It was right there.
Where'd you park then? Did you even leave? Did you just stay there?
No, actually, because my girlfriend, she got me tickets, and she was like, "Are we still gonna go to the Bulls game?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not really feeling it." Plus, I was like, "I gotta wait for these guys to come take the boot off, because I don't want them to take the boot off and then my car be there during a stadium event,
Right.
and then they tow my shit." But I took another Uber from downtown to my car, and I was expecting like a 4-hour wait. I think like 20 minutes later, the guy showed up, didn't say anything, just walked up to my car.
Took the boot off.
And I was like,
Not even a hello.
not even a wave or something. I was like, I just don't want him touching my shit. I mean, he parked in front of me. I was like, are you here to take the boot off? He was like, yeah. I'm like, okay. And then he started getting to work. I was like, do you need me to do anything? He's like, nope. I was like, okay. Can I leave the engine on? Yeah, that's fine. Just don't turn the wheel. I'm like, okay. And he just took the boot and left. Like nothing happened. Like if I just didn't
It was
pay.
business as usual.
Yeah, just you have to be. I think you have to be a cold bastard to be in that business. Because like me, I'm a young guy. I mean, I'm not rich, but I'm probably more liquid than some people in the city. But if you have to put a boot on a single mom in her minivan, and like, she's like, "How am I gonna get my kids home or something?" Like, what do you say to that?
So wait, so the rest of the $1,000 you owe, how are you paying? How do you have to pay that off, or how does that work?
All the rest of the money?
Yeah,
I gotta pay that.
if you don't pay them, assuming they put your ass again.
Yeah, they do not. There's a list. They're like, all right, you are on a contract. I owe them $67 a month for 10 months. So
Oh, that's nice.
I owe them $670 basically. They were like, if you miss one payment, we will take that as a breach of contract.
Holy
And boot
fuck.
you again.
We'll boot you, and you will never be able to be on a payment plan again. I was like, man, you guys don't fuck around.
You lose your payment plan
Yeah.
privileges.
So you got to pay. So in order to get unbooted again, you actually have to pay the whole
Yeah,
round
you have
toll.
to pay the whole. But I'm assuming it wouldn't be that much. I mean, I already paid them $1,000.
So the worst case scenario, if you miss a payment, you have to pay another 1,000 again.
Another 1,000, yeah.
Fuck, man. You're not lying. They did fuck you.
Now, as I prefaced earlier, I know what I did wrong.
So did you get your old car back?
That's a good. I should have asked about that.
Yeah, I would.
They probably already crushed
I'm
it.
definitely not going to, because I asked the lady. I'm like, okay, if I can't get the money, because I was thinking about taking out a loan. Like I was looking at Google places.
Fuck that. Don't do that.
If I couldn't get the money from anybody, I was gonna have to. What else was I
Should
gonna
call
do?
Tony. Tony's a fucking baller.
I'm not gonna ask. I'm sure if
I would have been cheaper than a loan.
I'm sure if
My interest rates are pretty low.
I'm sure if I asked Tony, I'm like, hey man, I know you're very liquid. Can you help me out? He, buddies, he'd probably say it. But at the same time, I wouldn't want to put him in that position.
Tony's got like 4 paychecks he hasn't cashed yet.
I'm sure. Plus, an unknown amount of
You-
Bitcoin and
you wouldn't first. I mean, you wouldn't be the first person.
Yeah, so but I don't like asking people for money. I'd rather just I'd rather take a loan and pay 25% interest.
If I were, if you what you guys could have worked something out where like
I'm not sucking his dick.
not that.
What
like,
if I gave you 0% interest?
Oh, how do you like your testicles cradled?
Yeah. What if he like you could be his Uber and he you could just deduct what you owe him and like his rides to places. He just
like Green Book.
Yeah, like Green Book.
Yeah,
except yeah, he's like paying you. You know, like
Oh, okay, yeah.
so like. You know, it's like $8 here, $12 there, and you just start
Yeah.
deducting it from the
I'd have to
$1,000
keep
bucks.
track. I'd have to keep track of it. Yeah.
I think that
But
would work.
no.
Save him
One
on Uber rides.
One of my family members was like, because I called my mom. My mom, she didn't answer at first. She eventually got back to me. She was like, "What do you want?" I'm like,
What do you want?
I was like,
I got booted. It's your
I was
turn.
like, they finally gave me the boot. Do you have $1,000 on you? She was like, "Oh my god." She was like, "Nope." And then she called one of my other family members, and they're like, "Oh, they're gonna help you out." And I'm glad they did because I was already at the cash loan pace,
Oh, okay.
and I was getting ready to fill out paperwork. The person was like, "Yeah, I got you." And I told the lady, I was like, "Sorry, I don't need it." She was like, "You can still take out a loan with us." I was like, "Why would I want to pay you guys interest? Fuck you."
Thank you for letting me know.
I was like, "I don't have to pay interest with this."
You're like, thank you for letting me know that the option's still on the
Yeah.
table for me to pay you 20% interest.
And honestly, when I was at the loan place, I'm like, I'm already here. Might as well get as much as I can.
It's fucked up, man.
It is, but
You couldn't put it on your credit card?
I don't think it would cover it. I don't. My limit isn't that much.
Oh, okay.
What was I gonna say? Fuck.
It's like 20% interest anyway, too, so I guess it would have been the same thing.
Yeah. Also, but yeah, I know what I did wrong. In retrospect, I should have probably got on the payment plan earlier. But let this be a lesson. Pay your ticket, especially if
How
you
about you just don't get tickets? That should be the real lesson.
ticket. I mean,
No, you should get your fucking car back. I don't give a fuck if it's like you don't want it.
oh,
That's
that
your
car is long gone.
No, then if it's long gone, then they need to deduct whatever that was off of the
that's
ticket.
what I thought they would do. I thought they would like, okay, well, we're even Stevens. We got a free car.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't
Nope.
work that way, apparently.
They don't want that car.
I asked the lady, I'm like, what happens? I'm like, what if I can't get the money today? She's like, well, if after 24 hours we tow it, we take it to the lot, then you have to pay a towing fee.
And then you probably have to pay for storage at the
Then
lot.
you have to pay for storage. I think like the first day it's like $30. I think it's like a 30-day charge each day after.
Yeah.
Until 30 days. And after 30 days
You
they
pay per
just-
day, I think.
No, after 30 days. She's like, yeah, they just I don't know if they wreck it. I doubt they just wreck
They
it.
auction it.
They probably do that. She made it seem like there's a fucking
Well, you technically have it's not yours, so they probably would have to give it back to the
That's what I'm guessing.
whoever owns the car.
They give it back to CarMax.
Oh, and then I just go buy it
Then
back.
you just go back and buy it, and it'd be
Yeah.
even cheaper because it's already like more used.
What if I walk up to her like, I believe you have something in mind?
I would like it back, please.
But yeah, let this be a lesson. I don't like paying tickets, but I also don't like
Paying thousands of dollars.
Yeah, I guess that's what happens when you live in a big city. Like they will tax the shit, especially Chicago. It's already expensive enough as it is, so they really got me.
Anyway, so what's your gripe?
That is my gripe. That's not a gripe.
No, I wasn't sure like what part of it was. I guess it was a bad.
Hell no,
Story.
motherfuckers! Wake the fuck up.
I don't know.
Like,
Tickets. Tickets are my gripe, man.
All right.
But I do think that's like if, like I said, if it was somebody who's worse off than me, they'd be in a city situation. But I think they kind of balance it out because they have these things called hardships,
Yeah.
where like if either of these hardships apply to you, they'll discount it. So like I think if you're on food stamps or government aid or something, they'll like lessen it. I don't know how much it goes, but still, if you're already like broke,
So if you're already broke, then they're gonna tow it and charge you even more money.
yeah, man, that's how the system works. That's how bureaucracy works.
All right, let's move this along because we got a couple more things real quick to talk about. Next one is obviously our question. We have to get to our question.
I thought we got here early.
Well, we're trying to wrap it up.
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they?
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
My answers frighten you, Vincent, then you should cease asking scary questions.
What?
That's what I want to talk about.
What?
That's what I want to hear about.
What are you talking about?
Hooded dude. I want to hear about his Ibiza stories.
He didn't send us anything.
Really?
Well, maybe next week.
All right. Dear Tony and Mamba, I have a constant battle with my jerk brain, and I was wondering if you could help. I have a girlfriend with whom I'm in a long-distance relationship due to our respective work situations. We have over a 13-hour time zone difference. She loves me to death, and I love her to death.
Isn't that like another country, basically?
Yeah, basically. However, I cannot stop comparing myself to other guys. I'm kind of a big guy, and I like doing manly things like lifting weights and shooting guns. She has an ex-boyfriend whom I've looked up on social media before, and he is bigger and stronger than I am.
Damn.
Has a manlier job than mine,
Fucked.
and she's admitted that he has a bigger dick than I do.
Oh my god!
It's over. It's over. This is
And
over.
I
don't need to hear it
Hold on,
anymore.
wait.
It's fucking over.
He says, and I obsess over all of it.
Over his dick,
Yes.
his gigantic dick.
Yeah.
Okay.
My brain tells me I'm not good enough for her.
You're not.
And she sexually wants him more,
She does.
Yeah.
and that she isn't satisfied by me as a man.
He's not.
I guess my question for you is, how do I get past that? Do you have any strategies for me to feel secure in myself and her adoration for me and stop projecting my own insecurities on her? Because that's what I'm doing. She could love me till the end of the earth and back, and I still would keep projecting these insecurities onto her and not being satisfied in myself as a man. In competition.
You've already lost, bro.
Yeah. Sorry to tell you, man, but
You've already lost.
your
Like,
girl.
like you're already doing your best. Like, you know, you're a bigger guy. You like to lift weights. I'm assuming you're very fit. So you're already like probably one of the best versions of you can be. But no matter how good that version of you that you are, your dick is still not as big as that other guy's.
But maybe she likes smaller dicks. Maybe that other guy
it's
was
still just as bad.
maybe like that other guy was too big.
No, that's not true. Your girlfriend. Sorry to tell you, but from now, like every now and then, your girlfriend has like hot flashes of your ex-boyfriend's dick or her ex-boyfriend's dick, just like a Vietnam vet has flashbacks.
Like PTSD.
Yeah, she's like if she wakes up in the middle of the night, she's like, ah, and you ask her what's wrong, she's like, oh, nothing.
That was her thinking of her ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, she was thinking about
not
his
your
dick.
dick.
But like maybe he was an asshole and she didn't like him.
Doesn't matter. He had a bigger dick.
And he was bigger and stronger and manlier.
He had every reason to be a bigger.
But what if she really liked him that much, why aren't they still together?
Because he probably dumped her.
Yeah.
Because he got a big dick. He can get anyone he wants. Why is he going to settle?
But what if she dumped him?
I doubt that's the case.
And what if she did?
Because if she's the one that did the dumping, she's not going to be dating some guy that lives on the other side of the world.
That's not true, because what if she dumped him, then she started dating this guy, then she got the job and moved?
No, I'll tell you what happened. She got dumped, and obviously she started to, you know, lower her standards significantly to the point where she's going to date some guy with a smaller dick that lives 13 hours away.
Yeah.
That's not a come up.
It's not.
So
you're saying there's no help for him?
no, he needs to move on. He needs to move on. Find a girl that's local, not 13 hours away, and make sure you find out her ex-boyfriend's dick size before, so you don't waste your time. Because if it's bigger, then what you can do? You can't fix your dick size.
No, you can't. I've tried.
That's my advice.
That's solid advice. I agree. Listen, somebody who ex-girlfriend once told him, no, I didn't like it. I didn't like having sex with that other guy because his dick was too big and it hurt. You kind of just take the L, man. Take the L and you move on. You know, there's always going to be somebody bigger. You just need to find somebody that hasn't been with him yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess.
You know.
I mean, I do know.
Yeah.
I've been in this situation before where I've like dated long distance. I've been in a long distance relationship.
You're in that situation.
And yeah, every girl I've dated had bigger dicks than I have. So you don't see me sweating about it.
Yeah, do what Junker did. Get somebody that didn't have a lot of experience.
That works too.
Yeah, that works. And never let them go.
But even ones that do have experience, they never complained about my dick, so it's all good. They never told me they were, even though they were, I know they were, but they never said their ex-boyfriend dick was bigger than mine. So
Well, you hear that? There's hope for everybody.
every dog has a day.
Every dog gets its day.
So I say he stays with her and tries to, it just leaves the insecurities out of it. Maybe she didn't like that other guy. You never know. Maybe he was an asshole. Maybe she wants this guy more. A lot of things. Did you guys ever watch that movie with Alice Eve and Jay Baruchel?
She's not.
She's out of my league.
Yeah.
She had that big dick model dude, and she wanted Jay Baruchel.
Well, that movie was a work of fiction.
Yeah, but that could be like applied to real life.
Yeah.
No. Look at Beauty and the Beast.
Oh God.
He was rich.
She could have had Gaston.
First of all, he was rich and he kind of forced her.
Yeah.
So
she got the Stockholm syndrome, basically. Bad example, Junkyard. Bad example.
Anyway, all right. Let's do this last thing. So we haven't done this in a really long time, and I thought today would be a good
for
day.
a good reason.
Are you sure we shouldn't keep it that way?
Yeah, no. We haven't had a competition in a while.
That's true. We haven't had one of those in a while.
So I figured we'd have a competition. And the reason I brought this up is because today, so recently, Mom and I have gotten into a
lover's quarrel.
Yeah, a lover's quarrel over comics. And Mamba thinks...
I haven't gotten into a quarrel with you.
Well, Mamba thinks he's the know-it-all, end-all, be-all of comic books. So I decided to pin him up against Tony.
Why would I go against Tony?
To see how much you know.
He should go against you.
I don't know, because I already know the answers. I already have it set up.
I'll come up with a competition for you two.
No, we're going to do this first, and then we can go... if you want to go against me later, this will work.
Planned segment.
No, it's not.
How does me compete against Tony prove anything?
Because you said Tony knows nothing.
Okay, I said that as an insult to you.
Right, well, okay. Well, if then you should beat him easily, handily.
I don't want to beat Tony. I have nothing. I have no beef with Tony.
But this is just to prove. This is just.
I'm not even gonna try to win.
I have beef with you, friend.
This is to prove. This is to prove. So
Well, thank you for letting us see the questions.
You can see the questions. There are no answers.
Oh.
What do you call it? So yeah. So we're gonna do this. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I don't really. I was actually gonna do this for you by yourself without Tony, but I figured having the competition might boost your your drive. Which, whatever. I'm not really expecting Tony to know a lot of these answers. But then again, I'm not really expecting you to know a lot of these answers either.
Did you know a lot of these answers?
Fuck, no, I didn't.
Okay.
This is the hardest shit I've seen in my life. So, but I want to test your wit, your might.
Test your might.
Yeah. So we're going to go first, and I'm going to start with Mamba.
Mm-hmm.
And then we will go one by one. So question number 1. In Loki's first appearance... in Journey into Mystery number 85, he couldn't use his powers when. All right, here's some multiple choice. A, he didn't have his helmet on. B, he didn't have his scepter. C, when he was soaking wet.
C.
Or D, during the night.
I'm going to say C, something ridiculous like that.
Where's my sound? I need my sounds here. Oh, did I put them away? Oh, here it is. What the fuck?
Yeah, this is great.
Well, it works. Clearly, I've been using the soundboard all night, but for some reason, this thing is
Press it harder.
Where the fuck did that come from?
So does that mean you got it right? Or
I guess so. I was confused by that.
All right. Wonder Woman's...
Wait, who's
Tony,
this question?
Tony. Wonder Woman's bracelets were made of Amazonium, but in the 70s TV series, they were named something different. What was it? A, vibranium. B, feminum, C, adamantium, or D, indestructinum.
Do you want me to give you the hint?
I think it's B.
You think it's B?
Yeah. I'm probably wrong, but that's funny. Feminine. Oh shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
Because I know
it's not vibranium.
It's not vibranium or adamantium. And
indestructible.
You guys are tied.
Is 2 on the nose.
And plus, if this was in the 70s, this is definitely it was called feminine.
All right. Question number 3, Mamba. In the Marvel Universe, Loki's real father is blank, but in Norse mythology, that is actually Loki's blank name. A.
Hold on, I'll tell you. In the Marvel, real father is Luffy. B.
And what is that? His mother's.
Oh, it's B.
B is your final answer?
Well, there's two answers in that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
So
Yeah.
he said B.
Okay. You sure? That your final answer?
Just
Yes.
press the ding, please, and let's keep it moving.
All right, Tony. Captain America set aside his original shield for his current discus-shaped shield. Who gave him the discus-shaped shield? A. Tony Stark. B. Tony Stark's dad. C. Nick Fury. Or D. Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Ooh, I'm gonna go with D. No, wait. I said wait. He set aside his original shield.
Which was for the discus-shaped shield.
Is this based on the movie?
Well, his original.
This is based off
shield-
comic books.
Yeah, because in the comics, I think his original shield was by Tony Stark's dad.
In the movies.
Okay, I know it wasn't Nick Fury.
Well, give me your fucking
What if
answer.
it was FDR? What if it was FDR?
Did a lot of great things.
He did a lot of
I
great
wouldn't
things.
be-
I mean, he gave us the New Deal.
Uh-huh.
Maybe the New Deal included a shield.
So is that your final answer?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with D. I don't care how wrong it is. It sounds right.
Sounds it. What? No way.
Did it really?
Yep. He received it by Franklin
I
Delano
told you, bro.
Roosevelt.
The New Deal included a shield.
Oh man.
Mamba. Batman once peed himself and admitted it. Yes, it's true. He said there was a large explosion with a sudden impact and he A. had a bladder spasm, B. peed himself, C. secreted hydrogen dioxide, D. found he had excessive moisture in his pants.
Wait. Once peed himself and admitted it. Yeah. He said that there was a huge.
A large explosion with a sudden impact and he. This is how he's describing it.
Oh, this was the metaphor.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Secreted hydrogen dioxide. I'm gonna go with A. Had a bladder spasm.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Oh, bladder spasm.
Oh.
That's correct. Tony. Who was the first flying hero? A. Superman. B. Namor the Submariner.
His name is
Submariner, I'm sorry.
Namor.
C.
Namor the Submariner.
Captain Marvel. Or D. Wonder
Did
Woman.
you say Namor the
Namor.
Submariner?
Yes.
The sub-
Namor the
The
Namor
Submariner.
the Submariner.
The Submariner.
I feel like this was like it's trying to goad me into picking Superman,
I'll give you the hint.
but
It's not.
I know it's not because that seems like the obvious choice. Like why even that's like too easy. So it's trying to trick me into saying that. So if it's not that, I know Wonder Woman was after Superman. Captain Marvel. I wasn't a Submariner. That motherfuckers came out I don't know when. Fuck. I'm gonna go C. Captain Marvel.
Can I guess too?
No,
ahead.
you can't. I don't guess.
Go
on your
ahead. Go ahead.
answers.
You can guess, but it doesn't count for you.
I'm gonna say B.
So since this is Tony's
I'm gonna
question,
say Namor the Submariner.
Namor the Submariner.
Mamba's right. Is
I was gonna
Namor the
pick that one, but that one
Submariner?
seemed too like nah.
Mamba. Cyclops from the X-Men can light a fire with his
Why does he get the easy
Balls.
ones?
the beams
Wait,
that
his
come
father?
from his eyes. No, Cyclops from the X-Men can light a fire with the beams that come from his eyes. True or false?
False. His beams do not produce heat.
Why do you get the easy ones?
They're just.
I get fucking Namor the Submariner. You get fucking true false on Cyclops? Some bullshit.
He's beating you, Tony. If you didn't know.
Well, yeah, because you gave him fucking true false questions.
Cyclops optic blasts are just concussive force.
Tony, the Amazing Spider-Man
and
number.
and he gets energy from the sun.
Oh yeah.
The amazing.
No,
in the Amazing
real.
Spider-Man number
Remember-
3.
Remember when he was caught by the fucking what's that clown group, and they kept him in the sewers, and he was able to like see with his eyes because like
Oh, the Morlocks.
because he
yeah.
wasn't
Yeah.
exposed to the he had
Yeah.
That's right.
yeah.
Oh, very astute, Tony. Very
Yeah,
astute.
thank you.
That was in the cartoon.
Still counts.
I know. I'm just saying it was in the cartoon. I just pointed that out. Anyway, in the Amazing Spider-Man #3, Doc Ock called Spider-Man another name. What does he call him? A. Super Spider. B. Superman. C. Spiderweb. Or D. The Spider.
D. The spider.
Oh shit.
What did he call him?
Mamba, you want to take a guess at this?
w-
You're not gonna get an extra point or anything. You just a guess.
Super Spider? Just say yes or no. Don't do it. What was it?
Superman.
What?
Yep. In the 2007, Mama's for you. In 2007 crossover, New Avengers Transformers, Iron Man comes up with an interesting way to fight the Transformers. What does he do? A. He sprays them with rusting agent, which rusts them instantly. B.
Very smart.
He uses huge magnets to hold them until he can dismantle them.
That's an even better idea.
Wow. all the above?
C. He finds their inventory and asks him how to stop, or inventor, I'm sorry, and asks him how to stop them. Or D. He puts on his anti-Transformers armor.
Oh, Those are all very great ideas. I'm going to say uses huge magnets. What? That's not the right answer?
Can I guess?
Yeah, go ahead.
He puts on his anti-Transformers suit.
Yeah.
Or
That's correct.
anti-Transformers armor.
So you, Tony, you're still losing by 1. Okay?
But he got 2 wrong.
But you just got 1 wrong, so he's still only losing by, 1.
Yeah.
Kind of like cornhole.
Yeah.
Fucking. It's a
All right.
wash.
Tony, it's a fact that kryptonite was introduced on Spider-Man radio show, not in comic books. In comic
You
books,
mean Superman's radio show?
on the Superman radio show.
said
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
I said Superman.
You said
I
Spider-Man.
literally, you could.
I thought I'd have to play back. I thought I said Superman. Anyway,
yeah.
You don't have
Yeah.
to. I'm
You
telling
don't
you.
have-
Superman
we're telling
radio
you,
show.
You're a fucking idiot.
not in comic books. In comic book, it was called K-Metal. In an unpublished story in 1940, introduced by co-creator Jerry Siegel, why was kryptonite introduced into the radio show initially?
Wait. So you're asking me a question about some shit that was unpublished.
Yeah,
Oh, great. And Mama gets a true false.
that's right. There's hard questions for both of you.
Okay, hold on. So kryptonite
Was introduced in the Superman radio show,
Yes.
not in the comic books. In the comic books, it was called K-Metal. In an unpublished story in 1940, introduced by co-creators Jerry Siegel.
Okay.
Why was kryptonite introduced on the radio show initially?
Why will okay.
A, because Superman was too strong and needed something to weaken him.
I know the answer.
B, it was suggested by the creators of Superman as an alternate to K-Metal.
Tony, do you want me to whisper to you?
C, it was slip of the tongue by the voice personality and they kept it in. Or D, it was a plot device that allowed other characters to take the lead so the voice personality could take a vacation.
A.
A, is that your
Yeah.
final answer? Mamba, what's your guess?
D.
Tony?
I'm sure I was right.
Nope. Mamba was actually right. It was D. It was a plot device that allowed other characters to take the lead so the voice personality could take a vacation.
How many questions you got there, Junkyard?
It's not that many.
Fuck.
That's
All right, we'll do a
long
couple. We'll do a
scroll
couple.
bar.
We'll do a couple more. Tony, you're down by 2 now, and Mamba's down by 1. We'll do a couple more. Mamba. Jamie Madrox, also known as Multiple Man, creates duplicates of himself that can live their own lives. It's interesting to note, A, that Jamie didn't originally have this power until he died and was brought back to life. B, that he got the power after falling into a vat of radioactive liquid that was being churned.
Hold on. I'm
C-
going to answer the question before you
Okay,
even finish.
go ahead.
It's C.
Which one's that one? That one duplicate body started a family and became a preacher?
Yes. Your questions are pathetic, Junkyard.
Tony. I'll skip a couple here. What was Jack Kirby's real name? A, Jacob Kurtzberg. B, Jack Kirby. C, Jacob Kirkstein. or D, Jake Kirksberg?
A.
It's a very good question. I don't know the answer, but I do know that he is very Jewish.
I know it's not B.
Oh, you got it.
You got it. That is correct. Mamba. 2 more, right? 1 for each,
Why did you skip that one?
because I'm skipping some.
Oh,
Why?
so you're giving the easy ones.
Which doctor did Squirrel Girl beat up with the help of her squirrel?
Doom.
Come on.
Dr. Doom.
You sure? Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Can I switch? Oh.
That they call her the unbeatable score girl for a reason.
Tony. Natalia Romanoff, a.k.a. Natasha Romanoff, Black Widow, has kept her young looks due to a variation of super soldier serum. How old is she actually?
Fuck.
A30, B50, C70, or D90?
I'm gonna say she's 70. I have no idea.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Mamba?
I think 70 is a good answer.
That's correct. All right, last one. Tony already lost, I guess, but we'll do one more. Batman is known for having huge penny in his Batcave. How'd he get it? A, it was given to him by Two-Face. B, he got it from the Penny Plunder, a villain he fought in the 40s. C, he had it made for him to remind him that there are 2 sides of every story. Or D, it was novelty made for Wayne Enterprises and was discarded during remodeling.
If it's not B, I'm gonna be upset.
I'm gonna also say it's B.
From the Penny Plunder.
I also think I'm wrong, but oh,
It was from the Penny Plunder. So there you go. Mamba beat you, Tony. How do you feel?
the question is how do you feel, Junkyard?
I feel like you guessed on the first few of them, and you just happened to get them right. It was a matter of chance.
You happen to think that I got them almost all right,
Huh?
except for one that I purposely picked the stupidest answer.
Because you guessed.
Nope.
I feel like you only knew the answer to 3 of them, like for sure.
I knew the answer
get
to
'em
all.
off,
How many did you know the answer to, bro?
Enough.
No,
I
you
knew the answer
didn't.
to all of them
No,
because
you
I had
didn't.
the answers in front of me.
But if you didn't,
I knew the answer to most of them.
would you be willing to bet your life that you could answer all those
That's
questions?
not saying much.
Oh,
It's not worth a lot, but yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right. Mamba won this one, Tony. I think
Well-
this is the first time you've ever lost him, actually.
No, I think he beat me in another one.
Has
Well- anyways, let's wrap this bitch up.
he? All right. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/NKOTP1. Follow us on Twitter at New Kids on the Pod. Subscribe to us on Instagram, also New Kids on the Pod. You see us on YouTube. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio. Shoot us an email, newkidsonthethe.pod@gmail.com, or leave us a voicemail, 774-NKOTP. Mamba?
In a world that's full of bureaucracy, pay your tickets
Pay your goddamn ticket.
because there's 2 guarantees in life.
Tax
Man
Texas.
and the Boot Man.
And the boom, yeah.
All right, guys. We will hope. Wait, are we recording next week?
Why wouldn't we?
Well, because we both have Aziz Ansari on Wednesday.
Oh, so then we're not.
I don't know. I'd have to check my schedule. Junkyard, I don't even know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. And you want to ask me what I'm doing next
Well,
week?
I'm just wondering. I want to know. I want to prepare our listeners because I will be gone. Starting from the following week. So if we don't record next week, we will be on hiatus for like almost 3 weeks.
You see how cool and calm and collected he is when he's talking about him missing podcasts? Mm-hmm. When he's taking a vacation.
So it's
But
like
if one of us is like, yeah, I'm just not feeling it today. Oh, why?
you're gonna go see WrestleMania. I'm sure we're not gonna record then.
No, I'm
he's going
leaving.
to Utah or New Orleans. So I'm sure we're not gonna record
He ain't,
then.
he ain't going to New Orleans.
We're not going to New Orleans.
No, we're actually going to Memphis.
What?
Oh, really?
You
Yeah.
changed plans?
Well,
You guys should have went to Mexico.
I wanted to go to New Orleans, but like flights were just like getting ridiculously because it's spring break.
Yeah.
So like a round trip is like $450, and then there's like the hotels are expensive as fuck. Even Airbnbs, everything's just like super expensive because everything's just booked. So they decided like, why don't we just take a road trip to Memphis? So that's what we're doing.
Who's all going?
Everybody.
Everybody, yeah.
Do you guys feel bad? Well, I wouldn't say feel bad for him because he probably should have.
The person who bought their tickets.
You probably should have I would have waited before everybody else to buy their
Right.
ticket.
He bought his tickets fucking right away.
Yeah.
Is Turok? Is he still is he flying to New Orleans?
No, he's driving actually. I mean, if you buy them on Southwest, you can always use that shit later. That's what,
later.
That's what
Oh,
Peo
can you?
did. That's what Peo did last year. Last year he bought his ticket to New Orleans when we were at the bar, and then the next day he realized he couldn't go.
Oh yeah. Oh, that message thread was the funniest thing ever. Mainly because I didn't want you guys to go anywhere without me.
So you guys couldn't decide where the fuck you guys.
And then
what you guys would
when
do?
your brother was like, "Hey, whoever's getting there early, you should probably book the Airbnb."
And nobody
now."
answered? It was,
And
like,
then
quiet like
Somebody
crickets?
started sending memes and shit, ignoring him.
And
He was like, "If you guys booked trips as good as you sent memes, we'd be at New Orleans.
We'd
already."
be in New Orleans.
And here I was laughing. I was like, "Yeah, you guys ain't going nowhere without me."
Now they are.
Now they're going to Memphis.
Yeah.
You just had, and you can't go because you just paid $1,000.
Well,
I probably could have swung it.
we're driving down there, so it's not that expensive to drive.
No, that's true, and I think Memphis is a lot closer than New Orleans, right?
Yeah, it's 8 hours.
Yeah, fuck a lot. Wait,
But I also owe
$1,000.
I owe a lot of money now to various people, so I should probably make good on my debts.
Yeah, a Lannister always pays his debt.
Good thing I'm a lowly peon and not a Lannister.
All right, guys, we will try to check you out next week, right? But if not, I guess we're gone for a while.
You're gone. I'll be here.
Are you guys gonna record without me? I
not
mean, you
going.
guys are
I'm not going
more
anywhere.
than willing, or more than
Don't make it seem like we're
Free.
gonna be gone.
You
I'm
guys-
not going anywhere.
You guys are totally free to record without me. Just send me the audio file and I'll upload it.
Okay. Send me.
Yeah, we'll definitely do that.
Or if you want, I'll take a mic with me and I can talk to you guys from over there.
No, we'd rather you not.
Give me your keys.
My mom will be here. You can just ring the doorbell.
Knock on the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll
I
just
have your
record.
mom right there. And if she does something up, messes something up, I'll yell at her.
She doesn't know how to use a fucking computer. She's talking
Better
about.
figure it out.
Anyway, hopefully we will check you out next week. If not, we'll be back in
Next month.
Yeah, we'll be back next month probably. So try not to miss us too much, I guess. I don't know. Maybe.
Kissies.
Yeah, kissies on your dickies.
At a red light, but the face to sit around.